shocked face.
Okay. We're alive.
Cold open.
Cold open. We're here. Hi, JD.
Hey, JD.
So you can see we're a bit
Light.
naked today as far as our usual window dressing. I mean, clothed, but
It's TOS, man.
no, not like that. Anyway, so while we're relatively certain that Gideon is in fact alive, he is probably dead to the world right now.
Yes.
Been taken by the Sandman.
He was taken by the fish. He was fishing and he came back.
Tuscan Raiders.
Oh, and
Taken him.
Right as we did. Oh, this is very cool. So right as we, right as we got to this, I was able to now. Oh, I can share things because our plan today is to play Pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna try to.
Spur of the moment pandemic.
So what's fortunate now is that Roz has had the authentic Pandemic experience, but Clues has not had the authentic experience. So now
It's gonna happen.
I'm going to try to make this work here because I know Discord now also has this fancy thing where I can start streaming. We're going to take this, okay, and boom, going to go live.
Oh, wait,
Blorp.
I can watch stream.
Hang on. My player has popped out.
Ooh.
I'm going to make this big. There we go. Now and you can still see me. Cool. It does all the things now.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
neat.
can't see you.
Oh,
I wonder if I can change that.
I can see me.
Oh, no, because she's on her phone.
Oh, that's right. You're on your
I'm
phone.
a giant like iPad.
Ah.
I clicked watch stream and then it took up like the whole screen. But there's a button and I found I can still see all of you except for Yvonne is like half the screen. You literally here. I'll take a picture. It's
Well,
really funny.
listen. Between Yvonne
Twonk?
and Betwonk, Yvonne and
Discord.
Roz, there's a lot of beard there, so that could be taking up a lot of
Yeah.
thing going on.
You'll see what I mean. This is hilarious.
I do have beard envy. I don't think I would grow a beard like that just because my wife would never kiss me, but I am jealous because I know I could never grow a beard like that. This is about as thick as it gets.
Let me add some more beard to this. A Christmas present from my dad. It's like, you get a picture of yourself on a mug.
Put it in Discord.
Wait,
in the
hey,
ER chat.
what?
He's alive!
He is alive!
Cancel
Maybe.
everything.
Recent changes. Fixes the event cards
Oh, I
available.
can hear the sounds from your game.
Yeah, I can hear it too.
When choosing among possible paths, makes the arrow buttons bigger. Adds a shortcut to trigger a cure action by touching clicking on the city with when all requirements are met. Oh, interesting. Okay. Sure, why not? So, hang on, let's go to our options. So this is where we were last time.
Bloop.
We have all of the things turned on. So, Clues, just so you can see the changes that
All
we've
right,
made.
correct me if I'm wrong. We start at 8:30, right?
No.
No.
No, my
Okay,
friend.
well that would be the problem because I was expecting, hey, I have 8 minutes.
No, we have 22.
Clearly not.
And
How
8 o'clock.
did you sleep well?
Yeah, like
Okay.
12 hours.
Oh,
Nice.
He needed
That's
it.
good.
All right. Well, you thought we were going to play Pandemic, but
mean, we
maybe
still can.
actually. No. No.
We're just gonna stare at this screen all
You
morning.
know what? Bye.
What do you mean by?
Your camera is off, by the way.
Yeah. You can't see.
Did he actually leave?
Maybe he just looks like this handsome devil.
Maybe that's actually what he
skull-faced
looks like.
killing
He
And-
might be
thing.
doing his going to get coffee, but we
Ah.
don't actually know because he forgot to turn his camera on.
Yeah. We
um,
have no idea what's happening now.
well, we have new event cards for On the Brink, which adds some good things for us. You know, it's for the most part, event cards are a good thing for us. But we also have Virulent Strain, which is not good for us, and makes the viruses get wonkier as time goes on. It makes awful, terrible, awful things happen. Are we? Oh, never mind. Things are kind of weird on my screen. But anyway, and we tried playing this at Legendary, and I think we almost cured a disease. Maybe?
We got one disease.
One disease.
There he is.
The cure for a disease, and we were
Got the webcam figured out now. There we are.
So
Windows was like, well, I don't like that webcam. I was like, I don't care.
I don't care. This is the webcam we're using.
You don't get to decide.
You need
This
to
is
learn
not-
to like it.
You are not the end user.
Well, should we jump in and try to save the world from annihilation?
yeah.
If you would like,
We
I
don't
think that would
wanna-
be very fun.
We don't want to play.
Well, I would argue
Dungeons
this,
and Dragons?
and I would argue this is that
What if we do both?
well, Jesus.
Yeah.
D&D our way through pandemic.
Well-
No, we just pretend that this is a D&D game. Like it's
Yeah.
Yvonne and I have talked
Ryan
a
wants
few
to
times
say,
about
Can I be the virus?
we have talked a
I-
few times about reskinning in some way, shape,
Pandemic
or
to
form
Faerun.
Pandemic to be like a D&D version of it. But
honestly, I am terribly surprised there isn't a 40K version of D&D or even a Warhammer Fantasy version of not D&D of Pandemic.
Yeah, actually,
Because-
it's surprising.
You've got Nurgle right there, and he's just like, you make it work, guys.
So we have some new characters, and this is more for clues because the rest of us have seen this before. We've got Mel Gibson, who is the
Do
field
we
operative.
really?
We do.
Oh my God, he does look like Mel Gibson. God damn it.
if Mel Gibson had just a bit of a harder life, this is what
Mel
he would
Gibson
look like.
was actually attractive.
He can store one disease cube from their location per turn. He discovers a cure with 3 cards and 3 stored cubes of the same color, so it's possible for him to discover cures faster, but it does take cubes out of play, which can mill us a little bit quicker on that front. So it's a bit of a balancing act. We have, I really think this is like Jennifer Lopez kind of looking. Maybe?
I think that was the character inspiration, yes.
Yeah. She's the generalist. She can perform up to 5 actions per turn with no other special powers, but an extra action is pretty awesome. We've got poor man's Ryan Gosling here. That's actually if like Ryan Gosling and James Vanderbeek had a kid.
I was going to say, yeah, that's I'm getting the Vanderbeek vibe.
He's the containment specialist. He automatically removes, when entering a city, 1 cube per disease with 2 or more cubes. So if there's 1 cube, he won't do anything. But if there's 2 cubes, he walks in without an action. He just takes one of those cubes away. So he's our healing snail with his with his curative slime.
With his heel goo.
Here we have the epidemiologist. It retrieves any city card from a player in their location once per turn without using up an action. So she can take any card from any player that she's in the same city with. She cannot give any card. She can only take. She is a taker. She's very selfish that way.
So an epidemiologist, so she's way more useful than the person she's taking the card from.
True. The archivist has a hand limit of 8 cards instead of 7, and once per turn he can retrieve the city card for their location from the player discard pile. So that's really helpful in that he could travel somewhere and then take that card back right away without having to burn the card. So that, or for the location that they're in. Yeah, so that there's that. And then we have Halle Berry rounding out our cast here. She is the troubleshooter. She can look at the top of the infection deck at the start of their turn, performs a direct flight without discarding the city card. So I think that's the destination, right? She's like, yeah, she has, if she has the destination card, she doesn't have to discard it when she flies somewhere. So that's actually pretty helpful too. So who shall we play?
Who's
today?
the dude in the white helmet? Is that the medic?
This dude?
Yeah. What does he do again? He clears everything with one action.
So with one action, he gets rid of all the cubes, and then once we've found a cure, his curative slime, as soon as he walks in, just he basically turns into Jesus. And
okay, well, as the blind cleric, that's who I get to be.
Okay, so we have the medic and clues.
Behold my cleric prowess.
Clues. Who shall you be today?
I think I want to try maybe the epidemiologist. This seems interesting.
The epidemiologist. Okay.
You know who she does remind me of? And I've been watching a lot of Deep Space Nine lately. Kira Nerys.
Yep. A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. I can
see that. Yeah. Roz.
The guy that coordinates the movement. The dude.
Oh, the dispatcher.
The purple guy.
Yeah. Move anyone. Move a character to another character's city. Okay, we're gonna add a fourth player now. This would be me, if we're going in the order that's on my screen right here.
Mm-hmm.
And I think prevents the appearance of disease or cubes. I think I'm going to take the quarantine specialist. So that way we can try to prevent some of the outbreaks, maybe, because we know we're going to have them. So we'll see how that goes. And then special 5-player game, which we know essentially means death.
Yeah,
because we mill through all of our cards too quickly.
Yeah.
Ivan.
Oh, we absolutely need the crap. What was they called again? The person who hands the cards back to you.
The researcher can give any card in their hand to a player in the same city.
I thought 5 players was bad.
It is bad.
It is bad.
Oh, all right.
I'm a little fuzzy on the whole good bad thing.
You're not
wrong. I'm pretty sure 5 characters made it so we couldn't win one time.
Well. Yep.
It did.
Yeah.
And that's what we're gonna do.
Right.
Okay, sure.
that is
I'm just pointing that out. I
mean, if you guys want, I just leave the room.
If you're resigned to your fate, then...
Oh yeah, of course. The point is not to win. The point is to have a good time.
Having a good time.
Having a good.
So are you the researcher?
I think so. We've got the dispatcher. We've got So we need the researcher. We need them so that they can get stuff from people.
This is a very mobile team.
Yeah, I was gonna also say, if not the researcher, the troubleshooter would combo well off of the quarantine specialist.
Which one was that again? The troubleshooter.
The red, at the very end.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly how.
She can look at the top infection deck, top of the infection at the start of every turn. Performs a direct flight without discarding a city card.
If we know where the location of the infected city is going to be, the quarantine person can park on it.
And what was the yellow guy at the bottom left?
Mel Gibson. He
can store 1 disease cube. We did that before.
Yeah, that got us cures without having to eat up so many cards. But at the same time, there's going to be a lot of moving around. We're all going to need cards.
Yeah.
I'm torn between the ability to predict things and the ability to hand things out.
Fake coin.
Fake coin.
Think
Fake coin.
Heads is researcher.
Heads is researcher, so Jim's dark magic is researcher, and then Tails is troubleshooter.
Okay.
I caught it.
Okay.
Tails.
Okay. Troubleshooter it is.
It's what is it? It's the
troubleshooter.
Troubleshooter.
Okay. Here we go.
Prediction.
We shall play. Loss. That's my prediction.
Listen, don't you
forget about me?
Well, no, I was gonna say rain on my parade, but
either way.
Is this loss?
I don't know. We're gonna find out.
Ooh, this is hard and fast.
Lima
Ow.
beans.
Ow. You know, it really
All right. Oof, that's the scary part right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So.
How do I make this bigger?
So medic, you have Karachi and we can all play the event cards. We've got a commercial travel ban and a government grant, which is going to be very helpful. You've got Karachi. Epidemiologist has Riyadh. Dispatcher has Delhi and Manila. Quarantine Specialist has Montreal and Kolkata. And Troubleshooter has Johannesburg and Beijing. So we actually have 3 of the black cards already and 2 red.
Yeah, that's good. What am I holding?
And the epidemiologist can take Karachi from you anywhere.
Yes, but I'm going to leave.
Go to San
Atlanta.
Francisco.
Yes, and go to San Francisco. But as an action, could you please? Okay.
Oh no, I can go
I was
back.
gonna say
Undo.
undo, please. Can my character hand the
Nope.
epidemiologist the card? Okay, then
I don't think so.
continue to San Fran.
No, you can't share because you can only share cards on your turn when you're in the city of the card that you have.
Okay. Then please move me to San Francisco.
Okay, you're in San Francisco, and you're going to treat
Treat-
that.
And then if you will pass me to Asia.
Tokyo
Preferably
or
Manila?
Manila? You drove across the Pacific.
Yes. And can we see what my event card does?
Your event card. The infection rate is 1 until the current, and so until your turn starts
Okay.
again.
Let's hold that then.
Yes.
And just
So that is your turn.
yes, it is.
Draw your cards. Buenos Aires and
I have an airlift.
Nice.
That's a good thing.
What does airlift do?
That allows you to move someone to another city.
You can move one person from one location to another, or you can move every person that's on one space to another location.
So you could use airlift, hypothetically, to move all of the players from Atlanta to Jakarta, for example. But I would say
Or anywhere.
we
I
want
wouldn't do that. But
No, but
Yeah.
yeah, but the idea is that the power of that is that you can take everyone from one city and move all of them to another city en masse. So, all right,
Okay.
let's go infect some things. All right, Lagos. Ooh,
Okay.
okay, and Paris.
Okay. That could be worse.
And Clues as the epidemiologist.
Okay. What were her powers again, so I can have it in my mind?
So she can retrieve any city card from a player in their location once per turn without using up an action. So you could, in theory, take Kolkata from the quarantine specialist right now, and then you would have 2 black cards.
That's what I wanted to make sure of. Because
Okay.
I want a black, because I'm going to start heading west.
Okay. So we're going to take...
Yeah, so either Kolkata, Karachi, one of those.
Well,
Kolkata, yeah.
yeah.
You could also take Delhi.
Well, no, she
It's
has...
also-
Take,
Oh, yeah, that's
No.
right. I keep on losing track of where everything is. Oh, wow. 1, 2... So at some
Wait.
point, we need to get the dispatcher in the same city, and she can take Delhi, and she'll have 3. And then if she can get Karachi, she'll have 4, and she'll be almost done getting a cure, because we need 5 cards, correct?
Mhm.
Yeah. All right, but that's turn 1.
that's
No, it's not even a
no,
turn.
that
That's
doesn't
not.
use a
That's
turn.
not even an
Zero.
action.
Not use turn. So just start moving me. Let's see.
You said west. Do you want to do
Yeah,
west,
I
or do you want
wanna
to do east to get over to the?
Oh,
It's
yeah, I
also
could go that way.
south
So I
for
could
all
hit
these yellow cubes.
There's lots of
oh, you want me
opportunity
to head
for.
south. I
Great.
could head south then east.
Yeah,
So-
Sao Paulo and clear that off,
Yeah.
or at least
Take
clear
me
one off.
Miami, Pagoda, Sao Paulo, and then remove
So-
that.
Okay, so with one last action, you could take one of these off.
Yeah, let's get rid of one of those, and then next time I can start heading more east.
Okay, sounds good. All right. Finish. Draw the cards. Oh no! Already.
Jeez.
So the outbreak marker moves forward 2 spaces, not 1, when an outbreak of the
Okay,
virulent
that's
strain
bad.
occurs.
That's bad.
And what is the virulent strain now?
We don't
Well,
know
we're
yet.
gonna find out. Oh God, Istanbul.
Oh, ball sack.
That's now.
Not constant. No.
Well, no. Here's the upside. We're already very close. We already have. Oh, God, that's stressful.
That sound!
Dun, 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 dun.
It's so much worse with sound. Oh, see, I told you.
It's just so terrifying.
All right, Montreal's getting one
Okay.
here.
Could be worse.
Montreal.
Oh.
That's bad.
Well, the goods. I guess if we want to look at the bright side of this, we already have 4 of the cards out there for curing black. So,
Wow.
all right. So now we're at the dispatcher, who can move people about.
Yeah. Do we want to get somebody to Istanbul?
I was getting ready to think if we put the quarantine specialist onto Sao Paulo, they can get to Istanbul on their turn.
One.
Well, the
Two.
the
And I
dispatcher
can also take a card.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
The quarantine specialist doesn't have any black cards to hand out to you.
But the dispatcher does.
I do.
Yeah,
I have
thought we were talking
Delhi.
about the dispatcher.
Well, I mean,
Oh. Mm.
I was trying to find out if we need to move somebody to like Istanbul or because can't I just move as an action? I can just move somebody, right?
You could.
You have to move person to person.
So you could move quarantine specialist here. That would be one action. 2, 3, 4 actions would get them to either Algiers or Milan, but they're next. So even if they're in Sao Paulo, on their turn, they could get somewhere and start preventing.
Am I
things.
not understanding how the dispatcher's move thing works? Am I moving them with my move actions?
Yes.
Is that
Yes.
how it works?
Yes.
Oh, I thought. Okay, you know what? I'm confusing him with the where you build a base thing. I think, right?
Oh,
Where you-
okay.
Oh.
Maybe.
Isn't that like where you build a base? Oh, if there's a base somewhere, then I can move them right to the base.
Yes.
Maybe that's what it is.
And we have that. We have the government grant.
That's what it is. That's what I'm thinking.
So if we build one in Baghdad, which is a nice little
Well,
location.
I would say
or
move them
something
to
like that.
I would say Istanbul and just move the quarantine specialist there now, and then they can't be infected anymore.
Yeah, I think that was. I just skipped a step in my brain because I was like, well, why can't we just do that? So I mean, that would be my suggestion.
I like
To
it.
build a base over there, get some base, maybe turn up the treble.
Maybe.
But would then
Maybe.
would all our base belong to us then?
I mean,
technically, yes. I mean,
yeah,
they're-
These are all terrible.
We're UN employees. Nothing belongs to us. It belongs to the UN.
except
Or
that's
CDC
not
or
how it
whatever.
works.
So
They're
you're-
our
any of
bases,
this
damn it.
So Raz, you're saying use our
I'm saying-
government grant.
yeah. So if we build a base like in Baghdad, that's a pretty central location.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we could get people into the red and into the blue
Yes,
So
from
Baghdad.
there.
very easily, in fact.
Probably a good spot.
And then you're saying
Move the quarantine specialist there, right?
mm-hmm.
Because now she's got those guard markers on all of those cities.
Oh
which
yeah,
is
look at
cool.
that. I forgot. Yeah.
You can also move the epidemiologist to Baghdad as well.
Okay. Sure.
Because now the epidemiologist will be in the area where she can just start taking cards away from people.
Now I have to be at a base to do that, right?
No.
I can,
You can move anyone freely from base to base.
and I don't have to be on the token with the base. Like
Nope.
my token doesn't have to be on the spot with the base. to do
No,
that.
you have a smartphone, so you're able to like work mobily.
All right, that's nice in this day and age. So, because I was thinking, like, I could either go to Mexico. Well, no, I could go to Montreal and start trying to help there.
Okay.
And you've got Delhi. So the question I have is, should we get someone with a black card to the epidemiologist so on Cluz's next turn she can take
Oh.
a black card?
So maybe I should go to Baghdad. So I can give the Delhi card. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Go to Sao Paulo, so she can take.
Oh,
Delhi
I
card.
see. Cluz is in Sao Paulo. I forgot
Yes.
which characters Cluz
Yeah.
is playing.
Because otherwise we have to be in the same city together. That is the city card to get the card.
Gotcha. All right,
Yeah, yeah.
sure. That sounds good. Let's do it.
All right. So you're going to come down here.
Yeah, move me down.
And
Just
you
step on
still
the-
have 2 more actions.
Well, I want to cure one of those then.
Okay.
Can I treat both of them? Can I treat twice?
Yeah, you can treat
absolutely.
twice.
Hit me up. Nice. All right.
All right.
And then on Cluz's turn, she takes my deli card.
And then
right?
she'll have 3,
Yep.
correct.
Okay, because she can take any card.
Exactly.
Excellent.
Take a card, any card. All right. So we're going to finish that. Okay. That's pretty
4
good.
red.
It is 4 red. That's going to be a little bit harder to pass around, but we have
We
it.
can make it happen.
Oh, but the dispatcher can move anywhere, so they can like, oh, now I'm in Manila. Here, take my card. Oh, I'm in Seoul. Here, take my card. All right. Now the infections.
Now, fortunately, because we have the quarantine specialist on top of.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. that's-
Lima is not in good shape. All right. Now I'm the quarantine specialist. I've got a blue card. My guess is let's take care of Istanbul.
Yeah, I wouldn't say no to that.
Just make that my entire move. That would be my entire move is to go to Istanbul, clear it, but then Milan, Algiers, Cairo, Baghdad,
What I would
Moscow, and St.
do-
Petersburg are all clear. They wouldn't be
I
able
would
to be
clear
infected.
2 off of Istanbul and then go back to Baghdad.
Because keep in mind that epidemic card
that's
that popped
true.
up caused everything to go back to the top of the deck.
Okay,
So everything we see on the table is on the top of that deck right now.
so back here. All right.
Yep.
All right.
And then that saves us a lot of grief.
In theory.
In theory.
In theory. Okay, that is my turn. We don't need to airlift anyone anywhere. We don't need to create a commercial travel ban at this point. Okay.
I think you're right. Please draw a black card.
Ooh. All right, 2 blue cards. We have 1, 2, 3 blue cards out now, and we have 1, 2, 3 yellow cards out. Jakarta. Oh shit.
Okay, that's bad. But it can only do 4. Sorry.
4.
It's okay. That's all right.
Oh no. Okay. Whew.
Hey. And nothing happened.
All right. So Ivan, these are the next 2 cards that are coming up. Tehran, which I don't think we have to worry about because I have it guarded,
don't.
and Lagos
Which we
only has 1.
1. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Sir, what would you like to do? You could get down to Lima and take one of those off.
Lima just got one?
Lima did. I think so. Yes. Check the discard pile.
It just did.
Connection is weird and
Yeah,
horrible
it
right
just Lima just got
now. Okay.
that.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's go down to Lima, 1, 2, 3, and take care of the what now?
What the hell? Oh, it's giving us.
trying to.
You could fly to Johannesburg and then fly to Lima if you wanted, or you could fly to Beijing and then fly to Lima if you wanted. But I think driving is the best way to go. Oh. No.
I mean, we don't really want to burn those cards yet.
Yeah, no, it's too early to use those cards. I was just trying to remember how her power worked for a moment there.
All right, and then treat.
Yeah, treat.
Okay.
That's that.
Oh God. Ooh, that's our 5th.
There's our
black
5th
card.
red or 5th black.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay. All right, good. We already know this.
You don't
Never mind.
care.
We
You
already
don't care.
never mind. We already knew this. Hang on. Why am I?
Lagos is fine.
It's just a reaction
Everyone
I have.
calm. Everyone be calm.
Okay.
Okay.
Medic. Medic.
1, 2, clear. Says 3, and then 4 would put me on top. Put me to Bangkok and clear it. And then move me down to Jakarta, please.
All right, and then the next turn.
Because if Jakarta's already been drawn, we don't need to worry about it for a little bit. Bangkok was not drawn.
This
so we
is
definitely
true.
needed to be.
Well, this way
concerned.
we also, even if this gets infected, we don't have to worry about the ping pong between it and Bangkok and
Exactly.
all
exactly.
that. All right. Okay, that is the turn.
Yep. Finish.
God, this is the hard part because Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Okay, that's bad. What does that do?
Chronic.
During infection, when a virulent strain city is drawn, 2 virulent strain disease cubes are placed if the city has no virulent strain cubes. Otherwise, 1 cube is placed normally. This does not affect epidemics or outbreaks. Well, fortunately, I'm sitting
sounds
right
like you're
there.
just-
I'm sitting
yeah.
right there in the middle of all that, so it's gonna be really hard for that to happen. So, oh god.
Sounds like you're just going to be camping out for a while.
Yeah,
You're going to be hanging out in the black.
it's
which
fine.
Is fine.
It's fine.
Ooh.
That's not good.
No.
okay.
Now the deck's been shuffled again.
Oh god. Oh no. Okay. Dress infection. Okay. Montreal
Okay.
and
Problem.
Tehran. Okay.
Hey, we don't care.
Yeah. All right, epidemiologist.
Let's see.
Well, you need to take a card.
I need to
Yeah.
take a card, so let's take the black one.
You
Is this your card?
No.
Is this your card?
Also,
No.
Is this your card?
All right. So you're here in Sao
Four, so
Paulo.
1, 2, wait, 1. Okay. How about we go Madrid, Algiers?
Okay.
Take care of some of that bullshit.
I like it.
You have 1 action left.
You can
I
treat
can
again.
just clear a second because moving won't benefit me too much, so I'll just do that for now.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who else. So we need to get you to the same place as the troubleshooter, and we need to get you to the same place.
That won't be a problem because the troubleshooter can be dumped on top of Baghdad.
Yeah, we can just drop them and glop them.
Bombs over Baghdad. Okay.
It's a great song.
It is.
That's what I want to do.
That's what you want to do.
That's what I want to do.
Ooh!
Yeah.
You have the
Man,
cure!
Fine.
Bam!
Yay!
All right, never mind. That changes everything.
Done!
The dispatcher puts her on top of Baghdad.
Yes.
Dude.
God, yes.
Karachi.
Okay.
All right, doesn't
We don't
matter.
care.
Say this game is
And
so hard.
Algiers.
We don't care.
Doesn't matter.
I suspect you somehow curse the game and bless the players when you're present.
Oh,
It's
this
the
game's
only
so
explanation because it never plays this way whenever.
Don't you dare mock us, Clues. Don't you dare.
Yeah.
I never beat this. We always die.
It's because you're
Hey.
stupid.
Stop lose shaming us.
Yeah, stop shaming us.
All right,
What if it's our gink?
Mr. Dispatcher? It is your turn.
So I'm gonna send clues to Baghdad.
Baghdad. Gonna go to Baghdad.
We're going to go to Baghdad.
We're gonna move
One of the
close to
oldest-
Why are
Baghdad
we all
Did he-
German again?
I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
really don't know.
because she's in all the cures now.
Oh God.
Is she Nefarious Thomas now? Is that what's happening?
Everyone, well, you're near Baghdad. We're very close to Germany, so everyone has a cure.
It is not close to Germany at all.
Much.
It's not
According to
even
this
close.
map, we're right next to it. Look, we can walk there in
No,
2 steps.
Oh
Listen,
my
you be
God.
quiet. You be quiet.
All right.
Look, Essin is right there.
Let's
Okay, I'm
wind
muting
this
you
down.
now.
Let's wind this down.
Should I go to Lagos and do a
Well-
little bit of purification or?
Probably, because the
We wanna-
medic's not moving.
Yeah, we don't want to move the medic.
What about
Uh,
putting?
The troubleshooter is in Lima.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I was gonna say put the troubleshooter back in Atlanta so that they have.
Well, they can't. There
let's-
would need to be a research
There's a
center
base in
where
Atlanta.
she is.
There's a base in Atlanta.
No, but there's no base in Lima.
I would.
You know,
What it? But I thought.
You told us that he didn't have to be in a
from
base.
base
to do
to base.
From base to
You can-
base.
Oh.
that. Okay.
But the troubleshooter has Johannesburg and has Lima. But
yeah.
Let's leave
the
it there.
medic has. I'm just trying to, because they've got 2
Somebody-
yellow.
Oh.
So,
I have 2 red
but
and a blue.
if we could get. Because right now it makes most sense to get the troubleshooter the yellow cards, but in Los Angeles, which they're right near, and then Buenos Aires, which is right there.
Quarantine specialist needs to stay.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
where you are.
Yeah.
Cannot go
Yeah.
anywhere else.
Okay.
Um,
I mean, that's why I was thinking. See, the thing is, well, Montreal does have
Hmm.
3 blues.
Mm-hmm. It has been drawn already.
Well, it just reshuffled, didn't it?
No, click on it.
Do I want to go up there so I can be around Atlanta so that I can move people and I can help Montreal?
That might not be a bad idea. That might not be a bad idea.
Because
Well,
like otherwise I'm going to Lagos or, you know.
You also have the ability to move players to players. So if you are a player, if you're up there, you can move people to you if things happen to go weird.
It's true.
So go to New York. Go to
Yeah,
London.
Madrid, New York,
Okay.
and Montreal, or
3.
yeah, Madrid, New
Yeah.
York, Montreal would be.
Yeah,
And then you can
Montreal's
take
got
off one
some
there.
shrubs that need help.
No, he's out of
I
actions if he's
can't.
here.
That's
Have
it.
actions.
Yeah,
So-
because I moved somebody. So yeah, I'll
Well,
stay there.
the other option though is to back off to New York and move the troubleshooter up to New York with you, and then that way on the next turn they can go over to Montreal and hit that because Lima that's in more danger than Lima is.
Okay, so
Unless
not-
Lima gets drawn because it hasn't been yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, that's the thing.
Lima and
Okay.
Lima.
Okay.
Montreal's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Montreal's
All
fine.
I think this is okay.
Okay. So we're gonna finish.
Yeah.
Ooh, re-examined
Ooh.
research.
What does that do?
Re-examined research. Oh, we can only. Oh, it's
There are no
only
city go-
if it involves. So we can't look at it. We can't even look at it yet because there's no city cards in the player
No.
card pile.
No.
All right. Infect the cities. Paris again. Oof.
Okay.
All right. Istanbul doesn't matter.
Don't care.
All right. So now
God
it is.
bless the quarantine specialist. Jesus.
So now it is my turn. Should I just do a 1, 2, 1, 2?
No, you stay right there.
What I'm saying is to just clear a couple of these
It
black
wouldn't
cubes.
harm to go up to harm anything. To go to
We
Tehran,
won't
remove
care
all the
about
cubes
black.
from Tehran, and then go back to Baghdad.
Okay.
Because once we get the cure for black, all that stuff goes away anyway, and then it never comes back
Yeah.
again.
Well, no,
So-
there is a card with the virulent strain that would return.
That's only if you haven't cured everything.
Mm-mm.
If
No,
you
there.
have the cure, and you haven't sunsetted it,
If we. Oh wait, never mind. Go undo.
It-
Undo. No, with virulent strain though, we found out last time that there is something that reintroduces it even after we've sunsetted it.
yes, but that doesn't prevent us from sunsetting it again.
True. Okay. Well, that is my turn then. Let us see what I get.
We really need to take care of Paris.
Ooh, one quiet
One
night.
quiet
Good,
night.
good.
Do we want to use one quiet night?
I don't think
Not
so.
yet.
We're
What's
not.
in the discard?
Huh?
What's in the discard?
I can't see.
Can you not click on it?
No, it won't let me. At this particular stage, I cannot look at.
Well, Jakarta's not in the discard pile. I know that.
But you're right there, so you're going to be able to cure things really easily.
It's true, but it'll make our outbreak track go up.
True. But we only have
Montreal-
one.
We
Our
haven't.
outbreak-
We have or haven't drawn Montreal or Paris already.
We just
Paris just got hit.
got in.
Paris just got hit. Okay.
I think we might be okay to not play it just yet, because I don't think we're like at a panic stage yet.
Well, the idea is to not get into the panic stage.
I would like one quiet night, and here's why. We have already done 2 epidemic cards,
Mm-hmm.
and the third one is very close to being drawn. I would like it not to be drawn before we get the cure to black.
It's fair. Totally fair.
So at this point, cities are gonna. Well, I mean, we're gonna get infected, but we're not. The infection rate's not gonna. You know what I'm saying? The
Unless something stupid happens. Yes.
Well, no, because it comes up when we draw the city cards, our city cards, not the infection cards. So we could play it next turn at the end of the troubleshooter's turn.
Oh, we haven't. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit out of.
Yeah, we already saw. I already drew my cards.
Let's do one quiet night after.
Okay.
This turn then.
All right, so we'll go to infect the cities. Lagos. Okay. And Lima. Well, good thing you're
Also-
right there.
You know, that could be worse.
All right, so Jakarta and
Jakarta
Bangkok are coming next.
Okay,
So-
that is bad.
But no, this is perfect because if we play One Quiet Night, then Jakarta does not get infected.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
And then
Yes.
it's your turn next. So yes.
Perfect.
Can we play One Quiet Night now?
Sure. Just in case we forget.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yay, happy music.
So now, or Ms. Troubleshooter. I'm assuming you're gonna.
I'm a troubleshooter.
All troubleshooters sound like they smoke Marlboro.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like sounds like she's been smoking some Pall Mall there.
A pack an hour.
Listen, when that's your job.
All right. So troubleshooter is going to clear out Lima.
And now,
You know what? I'd like to roll that back by 1.
okay, and go to L.A. L.A.
LA?
Gonna go to L.A.
Well, no, I have a direct flight card, and my direct flights take you to the location, not from that location, right?
True.
Why do I want to go to LA?
Because
Viruses are better in LA.
Well, that's clearly the good reason, actually.
well, the quarantine specialist has the LA card, or you can go to Buenos Aires, and eventually the medic could get you the Buenos Aires card, and that would give you 3 yellow.
It's going to be a long time from now.
Okay.
I think.
Think. Oh, bother.
Oh, bother. I will, yeah. You know what? Send me to Mexico City, and since I can always fly to Lima for free, I'll clear out Mexico City.
Take me down to Mexico City. Okay. So we're going to finish. Ooh.
Remote treatment. What does that do?
Well, let's take a look, shall we? We? Remote treatment. Remove 2 disease cubes from the board.
Okay.
Nice. It's pretty nice.
All right. So, Mr. Medic, I'm assuming you want to cure Jakarta. I'm just taking a shot.
That would be great.
Okay.
Yeah, if you could just go ahead
Gotta
and take care of that.
do it.
Now, should we position you to start wiping out the black disease here?
Cubes.
The black cubes once, because we're going to be curing it next turn. Which means if you're sitting on Karachi, it'll automatically cure as soon as we have.
I actually want him to stay where he is, and here's why.
Okay.
Go ahead. No,
I was gonna say I want to stay in the red too.
Because the next few cards are all red.
Yeah, Bangkok's going to be drawn.
As is Jakarta.
As is Jakarta. So, if you could move me to 1, 2, so that'd be 2 moves, 3 moves. Move me to Ho Chi Minh,
Okay.
clear it, and then move me to Bangkok.
All right. I like this plan.
That card is going to be drawn.
Yes.
Next.
Okay. So shall we? Is there anything else we want to do before I click the finish button and see what doom awaits us?
Finish it.
Do we want to use an event card to remove 2 cubes, or should we?
We know that.
Ooh.
Well, we know the next 2 are Bangkok and Jakarta. So we don't.
That's
we know,
true. It doesn't matter. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. You're right.
All right.
Save that one.
Finish him. Oh God. Never
Okay,
mind.
bad.
Oh. Before this card's intensify step, 4 virulent strain disease cubes are removed from the supply.
Oh, so it's just that much easier to lose.
Now. But we're about to actually cure it, so it's actually not. It's called acceptable loss.
Okay,
Man, this
now
game.
the deck is shuffled again.
Uh-oh.
That's unacceptable.
No, we're gonna be fine though, because, well, now here comes the
Because?
infection, and it's not gonna be the ones we
Now
thought it was.
It's not going to be Jakarta or Bangkok.
Oh,
It's going to
God.
be Moscow. But
No, but guess what?
That could have been so much worse.
Okay. And then Montreal. Oh.
That is a problem.
No, but the dispatcher is right there, so it's not as bad.
No, it is just as bad.
It's not
Because it's
great.
happened. It's done.
No,
Yeah,
but I'm
it's
saying is we have someone there to treat it. It's not like we're like nowhere near it, and it's like, oh crap,
No,
how do we
but
get
we
over
only
there?
have
The-
4 cards, and none of them are like we're not. Okay, who? Oh wait.
It's your turn,
I wish I could
epidemiologist.
take
Cure.
cards.
Cure it.
Okay, well let's do the cure. Take that thing. Disease cure.
Okay.
Okay, and then if I'm gonna start working.
You've got Tokyo. You could take
I know,
Beijing
I
from
wanted
me.
to take a red.
You're gonna take.
I can take Beijing, and then I
Wait a
can
minute.
head east.
No, wait a minute.
Wait, you can't take Beijing. I'm not with you. We have to
Oh,
be in the
that's
same
fine.
Oh, never
spot.
mind. Hang on. You could take Madrid, Montreal, or LA. Does any of
You're
that
gonna
make
be-
sense to do, though?
Well, not well. Give me LA, just in case. I can head south.
And then worst case scenario, if we can meet up in LA, you can give it to me, and I can
I
start
Yeah.
think you should go to Moscow, though, and clean off Moscow. Just a thought.
Well, we
I
know
wish-
that it could get drawn again. Now that I think about it.
And we have fewer cubes now. So the sooner that we eradicate it,
That's true.
the less that becomes the harder that becomes for a loss condition.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah. Move me to Moscow. That'll take all 3. On my next one, I want to. If nobody's going that way, I'll hit up Paris.
All right, here we
and then
go.
I can start dropping south. Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna.
Do
Are there
we
any-
want an event card?
We could clear Algiers, or no, if we clear Karachi, on my next turn, I could do Istanbul, Algiers, and then that would almost eradicate the black disease
Yeah.
I
here.
would suggest instead we clear Paris of 1 and Lagos of 1.
Yeah, I'm more
Yeah.
concerned about Paris and Lagos because
Okay.
those are still floating in there.
Those are in the drop
I
pile.
can hit up Paris, but
So
Lagos, nobody's.
remove 2 disease cubes from the board. We shall remove 1 from Paris and 1 from Lagos.
Yes, please.
Okay. And then is that the turn? Or are there other event cards we wish to play? We have airlift and commercial travel ban.
Infection rate 1 would be nice, but let's wait until next time, I think.
Right. Okay. We shall finish this turn. Draw the cards. All right.
Washington, nice. That's a blue.
Tehran.
So we
Doesn't
don't care.
matter. Paris. Oh, good
Boom.
call. Getting things out of Paris. Lagos.
Oh!
Good.
Lagos.
Wow, that was.
Good idea.
All right, Mr. Dispatcher.
I knew there was a reason to be panicky about those 2.
So, I mean, I think I want to take at least 1 away from Montreal.
Totally
Okay.
fair.
Do I want to go to Paris?
1, 2, 3. That would be your whole turn.
I have an idea.
Oh, do
What?
you?
Move the troubleshooter to LA, and then you can move the epidemiologist to LA. No, that'd be wasting my turn, probably.
Oh, for cards to get rid of
Yeah.
the yellow disease.
Uh-huh.
I would say move the epidemiologist over to Asia because the medic has 2 yellow cards.
I do.
And that's 2 turns though. I mean, that's a long wait, but at least that would give her. The troubleshooter has 3. Fuck.
Triple J has 3 yellow cards. I mean,
Yeah.
I
That's a
can.
big deal.
I can give something to the troubleshooter.
No, you can only take. Unless you're
no,
in.
no,
Unless
no.
we're in the
You're,
same area.
that's why we're talking about getting everyone to LA.
Yeah.
a lot.
LA.
Ah,
If you go to LA, then you'll be able to get her the
Yeah,
LA
like-
card.
You live there. Like what?
Yeah.
wait, I forget. Is on sharing actions on my turn, can I take LA from her if we're on the same spot, or
Mm-hmm.
does she have to
Yeah,
give it
you
to
can
me
take as long as.
No,
we're
yeah,
in the
give
same
and take
area.
in the same city is fine.
on my turn? So okay.
No,
yeah.
But she could give. So yeah, your turn's next. Or in
I'm
2 turns.
concerned about actions and turns here.
Yeah.
All right. So in that case, moving me to LA and then moving the troubleshooter to LA and then moving the epidemiologist to LA. That'd be a good idea. Maybe.
I mean,
Well, do we
that's
have to be
1
LA?
fewer turn that we have to spend moving people around.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can we be like in Lima or something where I could possibly get back to Lagos and take care of some of that, or you can if you have all the cards.
Wait, rewind that a bit.
Why?
What about Lima?
Why LA?
Because you
Where-
have the LA
like the
card, I
South
can
where we're
take the
more
LA
mobile.
card from you on my turn.
Mm,
And that way I'll have 4 yellow cards.
okay. Well, then let's do that so we can get that taken care of.
Yeah.
All right. So we're moving clues to LA.
Allah.
Well, no, if we're
Stop.
moving...
No, I understand. I got it. So we're gonna move.
No, don't do anything. Stop.
I mean, we can undo it. What?
Undo, please.
What's
I have an idea.
what's the
The
matter?
dispatcher has the
I have Sao Paulo.
Right. Is there a way that we could get the troubleshooter to Sao Paulo instead? And then have... That would put us next to Lagos, like Clues would like.
For that, it would be 1-2 moves, which would leave only
Okay.
one more action. So then we'd have to move. Who has the Sao Paulo?
dispatcher
Dispatcher
to-
would move down there.
Yeah, the
so,
dispatcher would have to be on
that,
top
that would
of
be
it.
that would be the entire
and Lagos
dispatcher's
just got
turn.
drawn.
But the same end result for the troubleshooter would occur. They would have 4 yellow cards.
Yes, it would.
That would work too. And LA is not in a danger zone of any sort, so
No, because my goal on my next turn was to try and get to like Paris or something.
Well, do I undo the?
Yeah, I just
cure
undid
for
it.
Montreal.
No,
And then-
no.
no.
Keep that. Yeah, that's good.
Okay, because I was
Yeah.
gonna say. All right, so that's 3 moves. So that puts me in Bogota, right?
No, we would. I think what they're saying is if we use your power to move the troubleshooter down to Sao Paulo, that would be 2 actions. So that would give you 3 out of 4. You'd have 1 left on the.
Wait.
Nah.
On the
Okay,
4th
here's the
action.
problem.
Instead of focusing on yellow for now, since it's more
It just got
of an
drawn.
area, why don't we concentrate on getting blues traded around? It's a smaller area. It's more infected. We can meet up. Like we've got a Milan card that could be traded.
And a
Washington's
Washington
not that
card.
far from you guys.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have Chicago.
Yeah. So why don't we focus on blue instead of yellow right now?
One of the problems there is we need the quarantine specialists to stick around where they are right now, and those 2 blues are locked up then.
Wait, where's the quarantine specialist right now?
Baghdad.
In
Baghdad.
Yeah, and
But,
she's
well,
got 2
I could
blues.
I could take my movement to get back there, get the card.
Oh, and just take them.
Which you're going to
So
take 1
she
per
takes
turn.
Blues. Oh.
But then
can't
I could
take-
be moved to give someone else the blue card.
Oh, that sounds like a future turn. That sounds like future stuff.
I would put as a dispatcher move, put epidemiologist back into Baghdad on top of quarantine specialist. Save her the actions.
That's true. Because then I could just take it,
Mhm.
move. I could still clear out Paris a little bit, because that makes me nervous.
Well, Paris just got drawn.
Yeah, but still.
Paris and Lagos just got popped. But
But if I'm going to be moving away from Paris to get to, like, let's see, what else would we need? Milan. Well, I could just
Mhm.
move back 1 for that. Or where's Washington? That would be 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so if I take on, it would take 2 turns for me to get to Washington, but then we could move cards around there. And then the quarantine specialist stays in black, and we start dealing with blue.
Okay. What do you think, Roz?
And then we can focus on yellow.
Yeah, I mean if that makes more sense than the other than the yellow stuff.
Okay, so we're saying move the epidemiologist down to
Epidemiologist.
Baghdad.
Yeah, move me to Baghdad.
Move down to Baghdad. All right, so that's. Oh. Wait a minute. Oh, because
can
I was
move
already there.
players.
That's right. So you have 2 more actions you can take. We know I don't
You
need
could
to be
double
moved.
clear Montreal and get it off your hands, and then I can meet you in Washington.
Yeah.
Did we ever confirm whether or not the dispatcher's powers overlap with the troubleshooter's direct flight powers?
I think we did that. As long as it's a direct flight, it would trigger that way. I mean, worst case is worse. We just undo the move. It's not like. Is there anywhere that the troubleshooter needs to be?
Not really. I was just looking at the cards and thinking a direct flight to Johannesburg for free.
Just for fun, for funsies, because you know.
I've
got the ticket. I might as well go.
Get them closer to Lagos, but that just seems like a waste of turns, honestly.
Well, unless anyone really needs to be moved, Roz, it might make sense just to use your last 2 moves to clean up Montreal.
The only other thing that I can think of is if you move me into the black zone and I just start walking around.
That actually might not be bad. That way, I get some mobility back.
Because I can get to Karachi on my own, and since I auto clear, I don't need to spend an action, so I can clear Chennai and Karachi in 1 turn.
Yeah, he can go on walkabout.
If I walk. If you fly me, I have to do. I can go to Karachi, back to Baghdad, then to Istanbul and clear those. So either way, I'm clearing 3 a turn.
Wait a minute.
Would it make more sense to move you to Lagos so you can at least clear that and then move
I
up
can't.
into
There's
black?
nobody on top of Lagos to go to.
Oh, you have to move to somebody.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Well, the medic's turn is 1, 2, it's 3 moves, 3 turns away, so a lot can happen. So it might make sense to move you into that. To
get rid of it now.
To either Delhi or Mumbai.
How about? No, that would cost us a. Don't we still have an airlift card?
Yeah, we have an airlift.
Yeah.
Why don't we just airlift the medic directly to Algiers?
Well, I mean, plus if we use that gives him a slot for another card because he's already at 6 cards.
Yeah.
You're right.
True.
Yes, you're right.
All right, good call.
And then on top of that, since you still have 2 actions on top of that, you can move him to Istanbul and then up to St. Petersburg, and that's almost all of the black cubes.
That's true, because my turn's next. I'll be able to get Karachi next. That might be the move right there, dude.
Okay, let's give it a shot. Let's just see what happens. We can always just undo if it doesn't work out.
All right, so we're going to do airlift. We're going to move the medic to Algiers. All right.
Okay, goodbye.
Oh, and that didn't even take up an action. I forgot.
No.
Right.
Events are free.
And then we're saying move the medic here.
Yep. And then to St. Petersburg.
The medic here. Oh. All right.
All right. I think that's good.
Okay. I'm going to click the button.
And Karachi can't get any worse.
But now you have...
Hey.
And now the dispatcher has 3 red cards. So you need...
Should we spend another event card on
commercial
travel
ban?
ban? What's everybody think? We have 29 cards left.
I vote yay.
Okay.
I'm fine with it.
Okay. Oh, now we can... Okay, so re-examined research. We weren't able to look at it before. Select a player. This player may draw any 1 city card from the player discard pile to add to their hand. So if someone has 4 cards for the cure, they could then dive in and get the 5th card with this card.
Right, but the only thing in the player discard pile is black cards.
At this point, I'm just saying because we weren't able to look at it before. So, okay. Yep. Commercial travel ban. All right, so that's going to help us. And now we're going to do infect the cities.
1.
Algiers.
See?
Damn
that could have been so much worse. That could have been so much worse.
All right. Well, I'm voting I go to Karachi and clear that. That's 1, 2, and then back to Baghdad is 3.
Let's see. You have blues too, so go to well, you could go to Algiers area. That way you're up in blue because you have 2.
And that would keep Paris from being able to be infected.
Yes.
Would
so
absolutely
I really
keep Paris.
Would like that to happen. We've
1,
already
2.
got somebody else there that can start clearing out black. I'm not worried about Karachi.
Okay.
So head.
Actually, I could go to Algiers, clear it, and then move to Paris, and then that will also That will also, yeah, that might be the best move there. So if I come
It'll lock
here,
down the entire Western Europe.
treat that, and then come up here, and now,
Bam.
yeah, that's covering a lot of space right
And
there.
me as the medic, I can direct flight to Karachi and clear it if the troubleshooter decides that they don't, or the epidemiologist.
Oh, it's true because you have that card now. That's
I have that card.
true. Well, your turn's coming up before the.
Yes.
And Medic also has Milan, so if you guys are both right there, you could trade Milan out, and then he's got 3 blue.
All right. I like this. All right, we have... Okay, that's good. All right, I'm going to finish my turn here. We're going to draw. Forecast. Oh.
Cast.
That's actually
Saka. Nice.
All right.
What's forecast do?
That lets us see and reorder the next 5 cards in the infection deck.
Cool. 1.
Istanbul is...
Okay, not a problem. Not a problem at all.
So Karachi is coming up next.
Okay.
There's nothing we can do about it. It's just that's what's coming up next.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Troubleshooter, what would you like to do?
Sorry, I was in our moderator section.
Sorry, I was reading some papers on the latest research. Some peer-reviewed journals.
I was troubleshooting.
Get to Lagos and clear.
I was shooting some trouble.
I was shooting trouble. It had it coming.
Get the Lagos. How?
1, 2, 3. That would be your entire move.
Well, it'd be the move plus a cure. Or plus getting rid of a cube.
Santiago.
You know, I like that. Let's do that. And when the dispatcher has the time, maybe...
Just drop you back in LA.
I was thinking more, get me and the medic in a... No, actually not the medic. Get me and the dispatcher and...
I'm just trying to get to... I'm trying to get to either... What do I have?
You have Tokyo. I have Beijing.
So I can drop off with somebody that needs a blue,
important, yeah.
and then I can get to LA to give you LA. That's fine.
You could direct flight to Moscow.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I could.
That's true.
You don't have to, but you could.
And that's an action and not a free action, right?
Correct. But you keep the card.
But I keep the card. How can I end my turn there?
End your turn where?
In Moscow.
You wouldn't be able to if you're trying to go to
Lagos
Lagos
at the same time.
1, 2, 3. No, that your whole turn would be going to Lagos and getting 1 brick off of it.
I can go to Moscow.
You could
direct flight to Moscow, charter flight to Lagos. That gives me 2 actions to get rid of 2 cubes. But then I'm not able to pass stuff around.
And then you, yeah.
I was suggesting Moscow so that you could be on station to either have cards taken away from you or...
Yeah, that's kind of what I was hoping to do, but...
Well,
I'm going to be moving west, and you need my stuff. That's the only reason I was suggesting clearing out 1 of Lagos, because it's pretty easy to get... It would take 1 move to get to Lagos, clear out 1, and then you could take your next movement and be all the way back in LA. On your turn 2, which is where I would be turn 2. To give you the LA card.
Wait. How am I getting to LA on my turn?
Okay, you're not. What I'm working in 2 turns. So
I know. I'm thinking on my second turn. How am I getting to LA?
You're in Lagos. You go Sao Paulo, Bogota, Mexico, LA.
But then
that's
I can't.
1, 2, 3, 4 actions.
Then we have to wait for you to give me your... Oh, that's not that far away.
Yeah.
No, it's 2 turns.
Yeah.
And it clears out 1 of Lagos, because that could be possibly soon.
Yeah.
I can get somebody the blue as I'm passing through, like, Washington, and then I can get you LA on the second time.
Or the dispatcher, because you're going to come up before the dispatcher if... Well, okay, yeah.
Well, I'm trying to save that stuff for if something bad happens.
For strategic sheep purposes.
I kind of want... Yeah, also, I kind of want the dispatcher to move themselves to... Move both of us into all 3 of us to Asia eventually, so we can start giving the dispatcher stuff.
Okay.
Well, yeah, but we gotta work. We can work
so-
on red's not even like an issue yet.
I know it's not, but I'm like just thinking eventually it's a thing we should.
But so
Yeah.
you're saying though you want to move. So this turn though would be going to Lagos.
This turn would be to go to Lagos and clear 1 off of there. Turn 2 would be move back to LA. LA.
Going back to LA.
It's not.
I
the
tried to
most
leave, but I
effective
moved
turns,
back because
but
that's where all the work
it's
was.
strategic.
Yeah, and remove a cube, and then
And the dispatcher
Yeah.
needs to start.
if you end your turn in LA, I can get myself to LA. Ooh, did my internet just
Oh,
crap
wait a
out?
minute. Troubleshooter. Do we have anything in the discard? No shit, we don't. Damn it.
Fine.
We need because the dispatcher is now at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. So
Okay.
they're at their max. So they're gonna have to start shedding cards. Although if they shed Sao Paulo on their next turn, then troubleshooter on your turn you could play that re-examined research and take Sao Paulo. And if you already have LA, then you'll have the cure.
Yeah, that's my thinking.
Okay. All right. I shall finish this turn then. Turn has been finished. Now we're gonna die. No. What does
Does
that do?
rapid
See,
vaccination
I'm
do?
already in Paris.
May only be
Ooh.
played immediately after discovering a
Quarantine
cure.
Specials is in Paris, so.
Okay.
Oh, so right when we discover a cure, I think
You
it's
can
like we
remove
get to
cubes.
remove a whole bunch of stuff.
Interesting. In fact,
Karachi.
it's okay. It's fine.
Well, actually,
Direct
medic.
flight me.
No,
direct
no,
flight to
listen, medic.
Karachi.
1, 2, 3, and black is done.
Direct flight me to Karachi.
He's got the Karachi card. But
Okay,
Yeah,
so we're gonna
you
do.
You don't have to direct flight. You just go there.
Right,
and
but it gives me other options instead of spending my entire turn moving to Karachi.
So that's
You
move
mean-
1.
What? Well, no,
Yes.
it's getting. If you here's the thing: if you hit Istanbul and Karachi during your turn, you're still using up 3 actions regardless.
Yeah.
No, wait, you're using 2. If you go to Istanbul and then direct flight to Karachi, you're using 2 actions.
That's right. Okay, that's the right order then. So drop me down to Istanbul and direct flight to Karachi.
Eradicated.
Eradicated.
All right.
Nice.
And then put me on top of Baghdad so that she can take a card from me.
I can do a shoink. Wait,
And then-
what do you have?
You
I
should take
have,
Milan.
Milan. I have Milan.
You do have Milan, so I'm going to take Milan from you.
Okay.
But
And you have one more
still
action.
have 1 action.
Cool.
It might just be a pass at this point. There's really nothing else he can do.
Yeah.
Hasn't he done enough?
Can he give me a card?
No.
I cannot.
He would have to have Baghdad to give it to you. And quite frankly, hasn't he done enough? He just eradicated an entire disease. Doesn't he deserve, like,
Let me
one...
rest.
Let him have one night.
Hey,
Let me rest.
And then on the 4th day, the medic rest.
who had all the lucky draws for those black cards? Yeah, thank you. This game isn't hard.
Shut up.
Wow.
Shut up.
You just shut your face. All right.
I will not let you take credit for my doings.
I mean, if you want to start moving, you could move to Istanbul. I could meet you in Istanbul.
That's fair. That's fair. You
Card.
could. You could.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Move
once
me
you
to
move him
Istanbul.
Istanbul, so he has movement into blue because I want to start getting the blue done.
He wrote the paper. She just put her name on it.
Yeah. I ghost wrote. I ghost wrote it.
It was involuntarily ghost writing.
All right. Finish me up, please. All
Okay.
right. I think the
Oh,
infection track is
no.
going to go back to 3 here. shortly.
Okay. During infection, if at least one
Ah.
infection card was drawn with the virulent strain card, one more card than the infection
Oh,
rate is
well, that's a
revealed.
problem.
Well, right now well, we're gonna be going back up because the medic we had played that card that stopped everything. It's gonna go going back up to 2 now. But
3.
3. Oh well, we'll find out. Okay. Milan. Okay, you're right there. That's fine. Okay.
Also, we don't care
Oh
because
no,
Milan had
I
a
had
shield.
blocked it. That's right. Okay, more blue. Make it all blue.
God blocked it.
God blocked it. Didn't
Lagos.
happen.
Okay.
Okay. That's not great, but it's not bad.
It's not terrible.
All right. So epidemiologist, you're gonna go to Istanbul,
In
yeah?
Istanbul.
Not
Let me take the card.
not Constantinople.
No.
And you're gonna take Milan
Taking Milan.
They
and
make good cookies.
They
Get me to
do.
Paris.
Those Milanos.
And you're gonna. Well, you
And
can take
I'm
one
going-
off. I mean, it's protected, but if you take one off, we need to get you with the dispatcher. 'Cause
How are you getting to LA?
I'm gonna go. Well, I have to get to Washington first.
you would have
You
to
can
burn
do
one of
some
your
work
cards to
down
do
in
that.
Lima. Like you could clear Lagos and then get over to Lima and then meet me in LA. I was off on my turn order by a little bit.
Actually, what you can do, Viking, is clear Lagos of 1, direct flight to Lima, keep the card, then Mexico, then Los Angeles for you. Then the dispatcher on their turn can dump the epidemiologist on top. Well, the turn order is wrong, but
Was thinking of using my Moscow card to go to Moscow. Direct flight to Moscow because it's free. I can keep the card, then fly from Moscow, which uses my Moscow card.
Oh, there you go.
To LA.
You could do that.
Clues. Do this.
What?
Go to Algiers. Fly out of Algiers to Los Angeles. Because we don't need the black cards anymore.
That's fine. I still want to clear out Paris, and then on my next one, I can go from Algiers to LA because
You
he's
don't
not
have to
gonna
worry.
be in LA yet.
We don't have to worry about Paris because of the quarantine specialist.
Yeah, I'm blocking everything.
Are you gonna stay there?
Sure, why not?
Okay,
that's
well, I still
Western
have to
Europe
go-
taken care
I
of.
still have to go to Paris to get you blue. I'm going there to drop off blue cards.
But you don't have.
You can't. You literally can't because you don't have Paris. You have to have the Paris card. You can't give them anything unless you're in
Oh,
the
that's
same.
right. I can only take.
So,
Yeah, the
but
researcher is the one we're thinking about.
but if
I
but
can
if
take a blue card from you.
yank it right out of your hands.
you could take Madrid or Montreal well, on your next turn. No, you already did it this turn.
You took a card this turn already, so that's done.
Yeah. So my vote would be go with the plan of getting the LA card to the troubleshooter because on their next turn they'll have all of the cards and they just need to get to Atlanta to cure the yellow disease and then we'll have 2 cures.
There's a wasted turn in there.
There
Or
is.
action, rather.
Let's see. If I get to, let's see. So I've already taken an action. So if I go to Algiers, that's 2. Fly to LA, that's 3. That's a waste.
But if you go to Paris, that's going to be if you go to Paris, then you'll only have 1 action left and that action would be, removing a cube, but then you're stuck in Paris. Now it means on the next turn you could
on
then
my next
take
turn, I could just drop down to Algiers, go to LA, and then that's when he would be there too.
yeah, and then you could on your next turn as a free action you could take then Madrid or Montreal from me and then you would have 3 blue cards.
Between
I
our
like it
turns.
that way better because even though you're there, that limits mobility for Paris. So if I can clear one out, then that frees you up a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do that, and then on my next turn, I'll drop down to Algiers and fly to LA.
Okay.
Bleh.
All
Bleh.
right, so we're going to do this. And then we're going to treat. All right. Because we still have that rapid vaccine deployment that we'll be able to use to our advantage. We have re-examined research. Oh, wait, what does that do, actually? I forget.
Re-examined research is, I think we just draw cards from the discard pile.
No, it's something about removing...
What does it say?
I can't even click on it. It won't let me...
Oh, okay.
It's kind of dumb that way, in that until... You can't look at it until you're allowed to.
All right, finish up.
Okay. Draw the cards. Okay.
Okay. Now, okay. I was going to say...
Algiers? It doesn't matter. Istanbul? It doesn't matter.
It just doesn't matter.
It just doesn't matter anymore.
This game's so hard.
Shut up.
You're not
helpful.
She's not getting the authentic experience.
I would like to counter argument that I'm extremely helpful because every time I play this is easy.
Dispatcher, what would you like to do?
I would like to dispatch. I don't know.
I'd like to kill the epidemic or the
Yeah. So wait a minute.
dispatch them into the
let's-
ocean.
Let's confirm this. Let's confirm you have the ability to use other people's powers and cards to move them around. So can you move the troubleshooter to Moscow and then LA using their powers and cards? Or do you have to use your cards? That was 2 actions. Because I had to go through Istanbul via the meta.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Oh, you had to use his card to do that.
No, he had to link from player to place.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so you can't trigger. You can only trigger your power on your turn. All right.
No, it might be actually that my power can trigger, but it's just that we're using his cards.
No, he moved.
Nothing happened there. He moved directly to me because I'm in Istanbul, and then he only needed to move one more space.
Yeah.
Because I don't have any black cards.
No cards were spent.
Yeah.
Right. So let's try this then. Can you move me to Atlanta for 1 action because because you have the Atlanta card? I don't want to expend it. I just want to see how it works.
Okay. I mean, it's...
No, we could fly that.
Yeah, it's just 1-4.
But that spends your card.
Yep.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, so my power doesn't kick in.
Well,
my power doesn't kick in.
It does not, but here's the other side. If we wanted to, we'd dispatcher still has Chicago, quarantine specialist. I've got 2. Troubleshooter has 1. We have enough blue cards right now for a cure. It's just a matter of consolidating them to 1 player.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of cards, so using 1 is fine.
Yeah.
In that
Why
case,
don't you
direct flight to Chicago.
Stop. Before you do that, can you fly me to Lagos so I can clear it on my turn? If we're going to take this troubleshooter off of Lagos,
yeah,
I need to be there to say, no.
That's smart.
Fly me to the moon.
Fly me to Lagos.
That's about all we can do, or else we'll get copyright.
I don't even know what that song is, so don't worry.
Oh, it's
no, we won't get copyright stricken. That's part of the American
songbook.
So.
And then you can clear Montreal. Go to Chicago, or you could probably double clear Montreal, move to Chicago. Then I can, on my turn, meet you in Chicago, take Chicago.
I was thinking if he flies me to Chicago and then moves me to LA, that's 2 actions. Then he can move you to LA.
I don't want to get moved to LA. I want to be able to clear out some like Montreal and stuff because it hasn't been drawn.
But you need to get to LA to give him the LA card.
Okay, hold on. We've got the plan to move the troubleshooter to Atlanta was good. I think that we should do that. Because it spends a blue card that we can spend an event card to get back out.
Mm-hmm.
And whoever's got the most blue will benefit from that. And you'll already be in Atlanta.
Yeah, but I still need those yellow cards. I'll have to leave Atlanta to get them. The other plan works too. Get me to Chicago. Use the re-exam research card, if that's how we think it works, to get the blue card out of discard and into the hands of the epidemiologist, right?
Whoever's going to do the curing.
Whoever's doing the curing, and they'll have 3 blues. Without having to go and meet someone to get the 3rd blue.
I was gonna head that. I need to head that way anyways because of all the blue, then I can just bop around blue land.
Well, my concern is you are at 7 cards. You get any more cards, you have to start dropping them.
But she's got 2 black cards that she can drop.
I understand that.
Yeah.
How about this then? Move me to LA because then you can get to LA on yours. Take LA from me.
Mm-mm. Because to get you to LA, you would have to use your Los Angeles card.
Yeah. So
and then he wouldn't be able to get it from you. But then he wouldn't be able to get it from you because
that's true. He wouldn't, but he would be able to pull it out of the deck.
But then there's no point in moving him to LA.
He doesn't have to go to LA. Well,
yeah, in which
he can't move me. That's his power, right? Is to move people.
Mm-hmm.
You drop me in LA. That doesn't cost me a card. I still have LA in my pocket.
No, for you to move to LA, you would have to burn your LA card.
Well, one of the reasons I'm talking about moving me to Chicago now, and then moving me to LA, and then moving you to where I am, is because that's how the dispatcher's powers work. without having to use any of our cards.
Then
His internet died.
Whose? Oh, yeah.
Vikings.
Yeah, so
You're back.
So basically, yeah, the dispatcher can make people move on their turn. The dispatcher can use his turn to move other people, but they still move by the same rules that they would normally move on their turn, except he's using his action to do it. So if you wanted to get to LA, you would have to use your card, but if there's already a character there, you could move that, and then on the next turn, you guys could do that exchange.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Another idea. 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1. Hold on, I gotta count out. 1, 2, 3. Aha!
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What if you drop me in Algiers? It burns my Algiers because we don't need it anymore.
Well, you just walk to Algiers because you're right there.
No. Because I need the 4 on my turn to get to
it would still cost you
to get to Chicago because or Washington either well yeah it'd be 1, 2, 3. I can clear Washington. I could meet the dispatcher in Washington, give him Washington, then he would have give the dispatcher of Washington, then he would have 3, and then I could make it over to LA in one shot and give LA over. I just need the...
But the dispatch...
I mean, I could do it without dropping into Algiers. I'm just thinking more of burning my Algiers card, so that way I can get rid of some of the cards in my hand.
Well, at the end of your turn, it'll make you burn one anyway.
Choose to discard.
Yeah, it'll make you discard one. So I guess is the end...
I also kind of wanted to burn another Paris off without having to take a turn. It's just an idea. I could burn a Paris if I... Nope, because that wouldn't work either.
Yeah.
Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, it would. I don't know.
I think I mean my vote is use the Chicago card to move the troubleshooter to Chicago. That's 1. Move the troubleshooter LA. That's 2. So then that'll be 3 actions for the dispatcher. And then the 4th action would be to move the epidemiologist to LA. That's the 4th move, because then when we get to the troubleshooter's move in 2 turns, then they take the LA card. They've got 4 yellow, and at that point, who knows what other cards are out there. And then
we do also have cards that we can burn. We have 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 7 yellows in our hands right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if we can burn something, and that would save up a action.
Well, then we could also then use...
Hold on. I think we're trying to do too many things at once here. I think we're trying to be focused on yellow and blue, and I think we need to do one or the other.
I'm more concerned about blue, because we're mostly up in blue.
We are up in blue, but we're closest to a yellow cure.
No, we're the exact same distance to a yellow cure.
No, we're not, because, and here's why. Troubleshooter already has 3 of those cards. The most any other player has of blue is 2. So at the very least, it's 1 more turn for us to get all the cards into one person's hand to get the blue cure. Whereas at the end of the troubleshooter's turn, they will absolutely have 4. It's possible at the end of their turn they will have 5 from their draw. Worst case is that on their next turn, we get them and the medic into Miami, and boom, that's the 5-card cure. Whereas with Madrid, or with the blue cures, we're at least 1 more turn after that in order to get everyone to have one person have all of the cards they need. But by doing it this way, if we do what we said and we get the troubleshooter and epidemiologist into Los Angeles, that means that on the troubleshooter's next turn, they will have 4 cards that are yellow. It also means that using our re-examined research, either the quarantine specialist or the epidemiologist could use that to pull the Chicago out, and then they will have 3 blue cards, and we'll be that much closer to that. And then it makes it a little bit easier for us to figure out how does Atlanta, Paris, whatever else, how we get that moved
dispatcher
around.
has 3 of red, so I'm trying to keep the dispatcher to head towards LA. That way they can just go boom into red. Because I also have a red, so if we can do some, that's why I was focused on this upper area. So we're staying up there so we can do some wonderful swapping around, and then because I know red's just gonna drop.
Yeah, we're overdue.
I'm fine with the LA move.
Did we lose Yvonne again?
He's rebooting his router.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, I'm fine with the LA move.
Okay.
And then I can work my way back.
Yeah.
I have a thought, real quick.
Okay.
Since Paris is not about to explode again, and there's nothing on Madrid, London, Essen, or Milan, or Algiers, and there is a bunch of stuff happening in New York, Washington, Montreal, and Chicago.
Yes.
Pick up the quarantine specialists, dump them on top of Montreal. On the quarantine specialist's turn, which is next, they can just give the dispatcher Montreal.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I am fine with that too, but here's what I would say then. I would actually say then let's undo this. Nope, never mind.
No, we need Lagos to be.
Why do we? Yeah. We do need to do that. So never mind. Okay. Let me do that.
And
again.
I'm close enough to Europe that I can make my way there.
Yeah. No, I was saying because if we're gonna do the LA move, that's gonna be 1, 2, 3 moves to get everyone in LA. We would not be able to move the quarantine specialist to Montreal. That would negate
people
our ability.
can move on their turns, can't they?
Well, here's the thing. In order for the LA card to be passed between people, both those players need to be in
Right,
LA,
yes.
right? So if one of them is in LA and the other one is over here in Paris, right? They will not be able to get to each other on their next turn. That's where the dispatcher's power is. One move, it goes from Paris to LA.
Yes, I see that, but like we can also solve more problems without doing the LA plan. I think that the LA plan is not bad. I think it's not the right time to pull it off.
We can take care of blue before taking care of yellow.
Okay, so we're saying move the quarantine specialist to Montreal. And then what do we do with the other 2 moves?
Move the epidemiologist to... Okay, so first move to Montreal. Move the quarantine specialist to Montreal. Now on their turn, they can pass the
Well,
Montreal card.
They could do it right now.
Okay. It's sharing an action?
Yep. And that would be the entire turn.
Dispatcher has too many cards.
Or we can use an event card if we wanted to, but we don't need to. So
Discard Sao Paulo. Because we don't need it. So now, okay, let's look at this real quick. Atlanta, Chicago, Montreal. So now they've got 3 blue in one hand.
But if I can just put this out there, they also have 3 red.
Yes.
So that means that at the end of every turn, unless we're burning 1, they will not be able to get, let me put it this way. They will not be able to get the cure for one of those colors without discarding some of the other color. Whereas if we went a different direction and started putting blue in, say, the quarantine specialist hands, who only has 4 cards, one of which can be burned because it's black and we don't have to worry about it, then it leaves the dispatcher open to take on more red cards.
The goal wasn't to have the dispatcher hold the blue anyways.
Yeah.
Because I'm coming there to pick up blue.
Yeah, my next suggestion was to move the epidemiologist to the dispatcher.
Yeah.
And just start stealing cards from people on every turn. Steal cards.
Because then they could give me Montreal, and I can take, one of the other ones.
Oh, that's true.
And,
okay.
And then I have 4, and then I only need to get 1. That was the whole goal.
Okay, so now on the next turn.
You removed the wrong person. Wrong person.
Nope. Sorry.
Undo.
Move this person here.
Yes.
So you're saying on your next turn, then you would take Montreal and you would take either Chicago or Atlanta, and then you would have 4. Okay. All right. Are we good with that?
Because then I can who has Washington? Or I have Washington. Let's see, who else? Chicago, can bump over to Chicago, take Chicago.
Okay.
And then I can just move around blue.
Okie dokie. All right.
And then we can focus on yellow.
Draw
What
cards.
does
Ooh.
Hey, that's not good.
Well,
Ooh.
if the virulent strain has not been cured, you need one more virulent strain
Okay,
card to cover.
we've already cured it.
Okay, we're good then.
Wow.
Oh, it does reshuffle the deck.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. I'll be up there in a minute. That's okay.
All right, so we need to discard something here.
Use an event card. Let's see what the event.
Well, no, it'd have to be re-examined research, and right now,
That might be useful.
no. You may draw one city card to add to their hand.
So yeah.
Now, select a
we can
player.
select-
So we could actually move. Oh, we could put Sao Paulo right into the troubleshooter's hand right now, and that would give him 4.
Yes. It would.
So who will benefit? The troubleshooter, which is this person, and they could take Sao
Good old
Paulo.
black cards. Jesus.
What I miss?
We're shifting some cards around so that
So
We
I end
have-
up with blue, basically.
yeah, so that
But now the
dispatcher
troubleshooter.
gets
Oh,
blue,
and they can get rid of
troubleshooter-
Moscow. They could
Yeah.
dump Moscow because they don't need Moscow.
Yes, they could.
There we go. Okay. So now as we have it, dispatcher has 4 blue cards. So I think that the plan has now changed. The dispatcher clearly needs to be the one who
Yep.
cures
I
the
will just
blue.
hand over.
Well, you
Well,
can't. You
just-
can't. You have nothing to. You
Well,
have
you
to
just
give
need
him.
to drop down into Washington, and
Yeah.
then you can share the card, and it's problem
Yeah.
solved.
Yeah. And troubleshooter is 1 card away also from having the yellow cure.
Oh, and while I'm next to the dispatcher, then I can take red, and then I can just work on red next.
Istanbul is cure.
Works.
Algiers don't care. Log. Oh.
Problem, but it's okay.
Well, no, because now we only have 3 more outbreaks that we can.
It's okay.
Nope. Now we only have 2 more outbreaks.
This is a problem.
And now we can only take. We have very few cubes left with blue.
Yeah, I'm aware.
And there we go. That is the game. Just about.
doesn't-
We're close.
Why would it be the game?
Because we only have 9 of these, and we only have 2 more outbreaks left, and we've got 2 of them right next to each other right here. So that's going to be real close. All right,
It's
quarantine
fine,
specialist.
We're just about to cure blue.
I need to move
Walk
to
around.
Madrid. I think that's.
Mm,
I
I
need.
think you should direct flight to Madrid and then move one to Paris, and in the
You-
process remove cubes.
Shit.
No.
Wait. Paris. Don't. Who has troubleshooter has Paris?
Do I? Oh, I do. I look at that.
You do, because then that'd be 1, 2, 3. You could bop up to Paris to give him that, and he can start clearing blue.
Well, regardless, I need to get to Paris.
That's fine. You can get to Paris. He can meet you in Paris, and then we can start clearing blue or curing
Right.
blue.
Still need to get my hands on yellow cards somehow.
We
We'll
need
get
one
there.
more.
Okay.
Well, there's also Miami. Yeah, there's some options here.
Oh wait, I do have. Still have LA. Damn it.
Oh,
I'll be right
Yeah.
back.
All right. Here we go. Okay, so I've burned Madrid. I'm going to treat one of these. I'm going to move to Paris. I'm going to treat one of these.
That's all I
Right.
can do.
I think that's pretty much, that's it.
it's Western Europe taken care of.
And then we've
Yeah,
blocked
we're
that
fine.
back off.
We're
Okay,
fine.
finish. Oh, God. All right.
It's fine.
Now what gets infected? Karachi doesn't
We
matter.
don't care.
Tehran doesn't
Don't
matter.
Care. That's half of the
Moscow.
cards.
Don't care.
3/4 of the cards.
Oh,
Paris.
that was lucky.
God bless it.
Okay, and whatever events cards we have, so we have forecast where we can rearrange the top 6 cards of the infection deck.
We'll do that shortly.
Okay.
Not yet, but shortly.
All right, next infection. Lima.
Okay.
All right. Oh, because it was a black card, we always draw 1 more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so troubleshooter. This is what's coming up: Montreal, Jakarta, Bangkok, and Mexico City. I would say put those red cards at the top because there's nothing over there right now.
Well, I don't think it really, because those
No,
are the next ones that are coming. It doesn't matter.
I don't get to move them. I just get to see them.
Oh, never mind then.
Montreal will be fine. It's only one, and then
Yeah,
Jakarta and Bangkok are fine. It's only one. Mexico City. Look at Mexico City, please.
Mexico City is empty.
It has 0.
But
we're fine.
When Montreal hits, that'll now be another outbreak, and that'll only give us one tick left.
Montreal only has 2 right now.
It's not going to. Why would it be an outbreak?
Yeah, we're
Because
fine.
it's 3.
Quit panicking.
3 is an
It has
outbreak.
2 right now.
Yeah.
2.
Next turn, Montreal is
There's
coming
2
up.
people on it.
That
Yes, it'll put it at 3. But
and listen, when it goes to 3, that's an outbreak. Then it means
when it goes over
above
3.
3.
Ah,
You can't go over 3.
Okay. All right.
Which is why the ping pong thing happens.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, troubleshooter.
Yes. That's me.
It is you.
You need to go pass off Paris.
I don't know why.
So we can start curing blue.
Well, yes, but
Well, the
dispatcher's collecting. Ooh.
The dispatcher can move on the dispatcher's next turn. They could move the
To
epidemic.
Paris.
Hold on, we're thinking about this the wrong way. How we get the dispatcher 5 blue is that we get them and the epidemiologist to Washington.
Yeah.
Was in Paris. Never mind.
No.
Ignore that.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Quarantines in
Yeah, no.
Paris.
Ignore that.
Well, Lagos needs to be treated.
Yeah, we just need to pass off.
If we can,
Paris.
if we can survive so that Lagos does not get hit again, I can take care of Lagos, Kinshasa, and Khartoum.
All right.
Lima
So
is a
we need
problem.
to worry about Lima then. Well, Lima just got drawn, so we don't
I
to
have
really
Lima. I can direct fly to Lima for free.
Mm-hmm.
So I can go there right now and knock some stuff out of it.
So you could take one off of
Yeah,
Lagos,
that
fly to
works.
Lima, take one off of there.
It doesn't burn the card. I direct fly for free. It's a direct flight to Lima.
Oh, for free? It's
Well,
a first
Yeah.
card?
So
That's
if
my
we
power.
Yeah,
leave
do
Lagos
that.
alone and don't do anything right now, all right? Lima's first move, cure one of Lima, get it down to 2 cubes.
That's treat,
Oh,
but
wait.
yeah.
Bogota,
Can't
Miami, that's your 4th move. Then,
Yeah,
if the
Lagos is
medic
that
can
long.
get to Miami either on their turn or the, I don't know if the dispatcher will because they're going to be focused on getting that blue card and curing, but then you could get the Miami card if you need it from the medic. But if not, if you draw a yellow card this turn, then you're 1 move away from Atlanta to cure yellow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's no yellows in the discard, right?
No, we took Sao Paulo out,
Yeah, there's
There's
no...
4 yellow cards left then.
and there's a shitload of red cards left.
Yeah.
No, I don't mean the discard for infection. I mean the cards we've used, the
Mm.
city cards. We
Mhm.
haven't used the yellows. So there's 4 yellow cards waiting to be drawn. There's a possibility of Mike getting one of
Keep
them.
in mind, we also have 17 cards left in the pile, so we need to cure blue and yellow as quickly, and red as quickly as possible.
Yeah, we're running out of time on that front.
Yeah, it's just do your Lima plan. Get some stuff cleared out or you could probably clear Lagos or clear one of Lagos, fly to Lima, get rid of 2 there. That way it leaves you free to not panic about what's behind you and then move up to Miami on your next one. If you don't draw an extra yellow.
I can only get as far as north as Bogota if I do that.
Mm-hmm.
Clear, move. Yeah, that's fine.
Gives
Let's
you
do
some
it.
options. Okay.
Because then you're still within range.
So treat 1, fly, treat.
Treat 1, fly, and then move north.
And then just move to Bogota. And then you're within the area. Like if Lima decides to die again, you can vote or Sao Paulo. You know, you're within range of helping. And then we can work on getting this blue done.
Yeah, there's a good chance that at least one of the cards I'm going to be drawing is yellow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So we're fine.
Here we
see
go.
what happens.
Let's do it.
Oh, I would have to discard.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah.
You have the cure.
Perfect.
That's
Lagos.
okay. I'll
Nice.
drop the blue cards because I don't need the blue cards.
Exactly.
Hold on. Let's
Wait,
see.
wait, don't drop blue yet.
Dude, drop Paris. Just drop it. You don't need it. If you're going to pass anything, it's going to be New York.
That's true.
And you're not going to because because the dispatcher and the
Yeah, drop
epidemiologist are about to take care of blue.
I have to discard 2 cards. So Paris
And New York.
Paris.
and
Because you
That's
need.
true.
Yeah, we need the red cards because we're running out.
Because you're giving Washington to the dispatcher.
Mm-hmm.
Dispatcher will have 4 blues.
Dispatcher
We
will
may
have 5. Okay, yeah. So
5 blues.
burn your 2 blue.
Yeah. Okay. That's good.
Use event or not? Okay.
Oh,
What?
so I can still use it.
What's
Forecast. We know
should we
what forecast
change?
is. Oh, the order.
Do we want to change the order?
Yeah, that'll give us the opportunity to change the top 6.
Do we need to do that yet? Because we're
Montreal's going to hit next.
We know Montreal, 2 reds, and then a yellow are going to hit.
We could change it though so that the reds. So we could change that though so the ones that are like the least concern are going to hit first.
Well, these
I don't feel
4
like we're
are
in a
going to.
panic state yet.
The 4
we're
that I
just about
saw
to play.
are the ones that are getting drawn regardless.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No, we can change that right now.
Oh,
Don't need
because
to though.
We don't
We
need
don't
to.
need to.
We
That
don't
would
need
be
to,
a
though.
waste.
Okay.
Because we're just about to cure yellow, and we're
It'd be
just
better-
about to get all the things for blue. So
Right.
save
It'd be
it
better
for
to wait until
later.
after my turn and do the forecasts because we don't know what's coming up after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We shall continue to the first infection. Montreal.
We
there
knew
we
about
go.
that. We knew about
Fine.
that.
Very few cubes
We knew
left.
about that.
Bangkok. We knew that.
And finally,
Mexico
Mexico
City.
Mexico
And
City.
we're fine.
take McCown.
Okay.
Okay.
City.
Now,
Mm.
1, 2,
Medic!
3, 4. Trying to think about how to do this smartest way possible. Clear Lagos.
Okay.
Do you want to end in Khartoum? Seems like the best one.
Yeah. I was
Or-
thinking
or-
about going down to Sao Paulo.
That's what I was looking at is Sao Paulo.
You'd
Yeah.
cure
But-
everything there. And we need to get some more blue cubes back
We need
into the
blue
jar.
cubes back in. So yeah, go to Sao Paulo and clear.
Oh, you can cure one, so we're gonna do blue.
Blue.
Oh, sure. Fine. I wish it would just let you take everything, but
Yeah.
fine.
We're about to get the blue. You want to move north?
To start curing. Something.
Yeah. Do it.
There we go. That'll be very helpful.
Madrid.
All right. Are we down to playing the forecast card?
It
No.
might be wise to know because we
Yeah.
don't know what's being drawn.
All right.
Yes.
Forecast. Boom.
Well,
So-
it's gonna be
Okay.
partly
So Sao Paulo is gonna hit next.
Fine.
Icky.
Fine. Everything's fine.
Partly icky.
Icky, partly icky, mostly icky. 60%
Yeah.
chance of ick.
Yeah, I think all those are fine. We don't
Okay.
need
Should
to.
have saved it. That was.
Well, I mean, but it could have
we-
gone the other way. It could have been all like, oh, it's all gonna be nothing but Hong Kong.
It's
Nope.
all terrible forever.
For the foreseeable.
metric
I'm
pressure.
playing. You guys forget that I'm here.
Is it bad? Is it bad that
Special,
I'm
fuck
secretly?
off.
Is it bad that I'm secretly hoping we lose because she keeps saying that?
Yeah,
no,
it's
not at all.
exact- Like
not at all.
I was about to be like, I want you to discard all my cards, all of them.
Okay, so now it is the no. We just wrapped up. So now we're gonna wrap up the medic's turn here.
Wrap up medic.
Draw.
Can I start dispatching
Oh,
the
special
disease?
orders. Hang on, we gotta look up. Oh, special orders. I think is where you get to reassign your
You can get a new job.
job. Ho Chi Minh.
Oh, I don't want a new job.
So awful.
But if I think it'd be good if we discovered like at this point that like, oh crap, we needed the quarantine specialist. We could play that and suddenly change someone to a quarantine specialist to try to change the direction of the game.
We have a quarantine specialist.
I know. I'm just saying
but
as an
that's
example.
an example.
I'm giving.
Uh,
Yes, I'm explaining the mechanics of the game.
So let's see. I
Um,
need to
Cure.
eventually. Well, I need to cure, but then I just have to move to Washington. I think that's all I have to do.
So
'cause
1,
then-
2, 3.
Wait,
So
can I take anything? Ooh! I want to take. No. I want to
Yeah,
take.
don't you need my cards?
I need one of the reds. I don't really care.
all right. Which is the
You need
furthest
Seoul.
away? Shanghai.
Shanghai's furthest.
Yeah. So
I
take
thought we
Shanghai.
were
We
gonna-
don't have Shanghai.
This is free. This is a free action. Oh
I
wait.
thought we were
Seoul.
gonna cure blue.
No,
Well,
we're going to. This is a free action.
This is something I'm taking from you
Oh.
because instead of me taking blue, I'm gonna take red. And then
Oh wait a minute. I was looking at the wrong thing. Jakarta, Manila.
Give me Jakarta.
Yeah, it's the furthest away.
Give me Jakarta.
Okay. Has too many cards. Get rid of one of the black ones.
Get Chennai. Get rid of Chennai.
Okay. All right. Now.
Chennai Twain.
So
And
you could
I
do
want
one.
to-
You could clear Montreal and move to Washington.
That's what I'm gonna do. Clear all of Montreal, move to Washington. Because then I'm gonna give Washington to
The
dispatcher.
dispatcher, and they're going to cure it. They're going to
Yes,
cure on
they
their next
are.
turn. Oh, this is fantastic. Except
It's so
that we're
hard.
probably not going to win this game because
Hush.
I think we're going to run out of cards.
You shush.
Okay.
Probably, but shush.
All right.
No, we have to win because Clues is here.
Oh. All right. You have too many cards in your hand.
What are the black ones?
You have too many cards in your hand.
Yeah,
Two
I don't-
cards.
Wait, go over to one.
Well, you don't want to get rid of these.
Cairo and Algiers.
And you could get
Get
rid of
rid of
yellow,
Algiers.
or you could get rid of.
I want Algiers gone. I want to save Cairo.
Okay. And then LA or Khartoum.
Yeah, everyone they have all the things. So get rid of.
I'd
or
keep Khartoum.
I want to keep Khartoum. Get rid of LA.
Yeah.
In case I have to bump over there.
New York, we need like that. Tokyo, Atlanta. Okay. Dispatcher, are you ready to fulfill your destiny?
Sure. So I'm going to Washington,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna do the thing. I'm gonna give some
One,
cards.
2,
Or I'm
3,
taking
4,
her
5.
cards.
Yep, you have the cure now. Now you can move to Atlanta and you can cure.
All right, let's do it.
Start curing all the things.
I'm gonna cure some.
I found it. Eureka!
Oh, we can remove
Oh,
1 to 5 cubes of the cured disease. These disease
From
cubes
connected-
must come from connected cities.
okay. So, play.
So remember we said it was where it has to be like in a sequence.
Okay,
yeah.
So
Yep.
start in San Francisco, work
yeah.
east.
Or you could start in Paris and,
I was about to say Paris, London, New
or
York.
start in London, Paris. I know.
I
Paris,
think it'd be better
London,
to start
New-
in San Francisco because all you have to do is just walk around Europe.
You're right. You're
Okay.
right. He's right.
Yeah,
He's right.
you're right. You're right.
Of course I'm right.
Hey, fuck off.
I am right.
Eat it.
I am right.
All right, that is the turn.
You're talking a lot of sense.
All right. Here
All
we
right.
go. Finish. Now we just
I'm
have to.
done.
We have the yellow cure, which is going to happen soon. We need to start focusing on the red cure because we are running out of cards.
Yeah.
Oh no!
That's a problem.
Uh oh.
It's fine though, because I already
If
have
the
pockets.
virulent strain is eradicated, but at least one virulent strain card remains in the infection discard pile, its eradicated bottle icon reverts to a cured bottle icon. Reverts.
Okay, that is a problem. Let's
And
hope
one
that
cube
this
is
doesn't
placed
happen,
on each virulent strain city that is found in the discard pile.
because
Otherwise,
all of the black cities are in the discard pile.
Oh.
Okay, this is bad.
Man. Oh man.
Yeah. No. No. All of our work is done. All of
This
our
is
work.
the worst.
someone went to Delhi. They sneezed on the salad bar.
Yeah,
It's
blame
fine.
Europe.
I'm not gonna wear a mask because I grew up in America.
Yeah, okay,
How we get
shut
the
up.
water with
Okay.
that.
So quarantine specialist, that's me. I've got 2 red cards, Bangkok and Osaka. Epidemiologist, you apparently are in the best situation to cure
Yes.
this. So I need to get over to you.
Come to me if you want to.
Or
live.
you could help me clear black.
Yeah, why don't you start heading east? I'll head west because I'm already on this side. And
Well,
can meet
if I could
you-
throw one out here on my turn, 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3. I could take one off of Paris. I could move to Washington.
You
On
have the
my
cure.
turn,
You'll
and then you
remove
could take one-
everything.
Huh?
We have the cure for blue. You will clean out anything you try to treat.
That's true. So I'll clean out Paris, and then I will be able to get to Washington, and you can take one of my red cards. Gideon, on your turn, you just go on walkabout.
I
Because-
feel
Yeah,
it would be
I know.
best for you to go to Baghdad.
Me?
Yes, because she can then go to Atlanta
Mm-hmm.
and then fly from Atlanta to Baghdad.
And get the
And
cards
take
from
things from you
Okay.
in that fashion.
And then I can cure a few other things.
Mhm.
Okay. So if I treat this, it's 1. And that would be my turn.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go.
That'll work out because then the
There.
dispatcher also has red that I can take. Or the troubleshooter.
Manila,
There's a couple I could take red
Lagos,
from.
New York, Istanbul. Whoa. Jesus.
That was
Also,
a lot of
another
cards.
reason for you to be in Baghdad. You're connected to all those cities. Nothing happened.
Ah, good. Paris, Moscow, Lima. So Paris is coming up next. It doesn't matter. We just cleared it. Lima is you just cured, or you got enough out of Lima. Mexico City is fine. Moscow has got one. Okay, so finish. All right.
So we need to successfully eradicate blue on this turn to keep it from coming back when Paris is drawn.
1, 2.
Well, no, we don't need to.
You wouldn't be able to anyway.
It wouldn't be. Yeah, it wouldn't be able to happen.
Does the blue cube on Algiers count?
Yes, it
Yes.
counts. It's a.
Never mind. Get me to Atlanta and I'll cure yellow.
Yay!
And then you can move or wait.
You've got one action left. Is there anywhere that you could? Oh, you could fly to Beijing.
Yeah, but I wanted to get that red.
You can
Wait,
only
where's
get one
Beijing?
card on your turn, so
That's true. You could get to Beijing and then I can just get to you at some point.
yeah. Not that once I'm in the east, the dispatcher
Yeah.
can send people to me, so it's easier for everyone to
Yeah,
start
bump over to
handing things back.
Beijing.
Yeah.
All right, we good?
Do we have any
So-
event
got it.
cards we can use?
We have none. We have used them all.
Okay. Because I thought we had the reassign thing.
do.
Oh yeah, we have special orders, but I don't know if anyone really wants to change a job.
There
Need
is,
that yet.
I have a special order I would like to use.
Yeah.
I want to make the epidemiologist a scientist as soon as they get the 4th red card.
Oh, so that way they can.
Yeah.
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 Wait,
Yes! Yes! Oh, can we do that? Can we, on the
Ooh.
epidemiologist's turn, can they go take the red card from the dispatcher and then change jobs and then cure?
Oh my God, they can. I bet
Is that
they can.
possible?
Yes.
Well, yeah, I planned on getting the red from there and then I can bump over.
No, no, no bumping
You
over.
don't have to
You
move
change your
anywhere.
job. You become the scientist. You only need 4 cards for the scientist.
Oh, okay, that works.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that would work. Okay.
This game's so easy.
All right, let
I
me
know
finish
what,
this.
We're gonna lose.
Let me.
We're gonna lose. Watch.
Stop it. No, we can't lose. We've got clues on our team.
Fine.
Fine, I can take care of it.
It's just Moscow. It's just
Lima.
Lima. They got some beans.
Oh God.
Mexico City, take me down
Wait a
there.
minute. Okay.
We're
All right.
fine.
So medic.
Wait,
It's
we-
time for me to walk.
It is.
Go enjoy your walk.
Going to Moscow, or are you gonna go to Karachi?
No,
New-
we're going
New
to
York?
New York, London, Paris,
Munich.
Milan.
Everybody talk about pop music. Talk about
New York.
pop music.
New York,
New York.
London, Paris, Milan.
London. So London, Paris,
You have one more move
Milan. Yep,
for the cookies.
for the cookies.
Okay. So now
Now-
finish. Yeah.
Okay, this is gonna be tough, but yes, hit
All right,
finish.
So I just want to make sure we know what our next move is. It's going to be.
Well, we can discuss it after we hit finish.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, hit finish so we can move on.
Mobile.
Mobile hospital. What's
Ah,
that
that's
do?
We're gonna find
What does
out.
that do?
Madrid.
Yeah.
I think someone
Uh-huh.
basically becomes you for a turn.
Oh, that's right.
All right. Well, that's gonna be kind of helpful.
That's fine.
All right. So just so we know what that card does. Mobile hospital. Remove 1 cube from each city the player drives or ferries
Oh,
to.
we're gonna wreck red
Beautiful.
and black.
We don't.
Can-
we don't need to.
Can I actually? Can we?
Oh,
Oh, we lost.
lost
Clues.
We lost clues.
Well,
All right.
while we're waiting on her to return, can we read the
Appreciate it.
rules on special orders?
What the
Yes,
word?
let's read the rules on special orders real quick, please.
This turn, you may move as anyone as if you were yourself. Wow.
Damn it! That's
Come-
not what we thought it was.
Fuck.
Okay, that is not what we thought it was.
It's
That-
still fine though.
Yeah.
Atlanta,
I need to
Baghdad,
move to Atlanta.
then to Baghdad, and so you can take.
Move me to Atlanta.
We've already lost, but okay.
Maybe.
No, we have. We only have
Move
3
it.
cards
Move
left.
me to
Maybe.
Atlanta.
Okay.
I
To
need
Baghdad?
take... No, I need to take vanilla or soul. I don't care.
Okay.
And then, let's see. I need to get to...
Beijing.
I need to get to Beijing. No, because he can move. That would be wasting his.
But he has the Beijing card you need.
But she's already taken a card.
No, but if she's in the same city as him, she can then take the card.
Let's see. He could... Well, no, he can move as long as I'm in the same spot as him.
Next turn.
Yeah.
We're not going to get to that. We've got 3 cards left in our draw pile.
If I fly to Beijing...
Wait, special orders. Read that again.
It's basically you can move. This turn you may move anyone as if it were yourself.
So that still counts as one of your turns.
Mm-hmm.
Can?
Yeah. You basically turn him into a dispatcher, basically. Without the ability to move, I think, between the cities the way that the dispatcher can do that.
Right.
Let's see. I still have 3 actions. So what if I got to... If I flew to Ho Chi Minh, cured that, moved to... Or wait, what does he have?
Beijing.
Taipei.
Yes, Beijing and Taipei. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So if I move to Manila, cure 1, move up to Taipei, you could use the event to move him to Taipei.
But then you would have burned your Manila card.
Ignore all... No, you can't use Manila. Right? Yeah, we need you.
Can she burn Cairo to fly somewhere to the east?
Let's see. Where's Cairo?
She could fly to Cairo.
Yeah.
So I could fly to Cairo. Who's in Baghdad?
Me.
Baghdad has Bangkok and Osaka.
But you would
But
have
you've
to
already taken a red card with your power. You can't do it again. There's no next turn.
There is no next turn. If we don't win it on this turn, we're done.
Let me think then.
We would need to find a way to get you a 5th red card and to a research center with your next 3 moves.
So who's in green? That doesn't matter because that would be next turn. I can't. If I can't take any cards, then it would be a loss.
Mm-hmm.
The only way we can do cards right now is if we trade them from where we are located. So Beijing, Taipei.
Can you become the dispatcher?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No.
Wait. What if I did go to Beijing?
How?
No, because you can't give it to me.
No.
But you can use the share action.
But how is she getting there is the question.
Okay, so if you use... Okay, let's just think about this. If special orders lets you choose someone and then play as them.
Yeah, can
Just
I
to move them.
pick myself as dispatcher and move myself?
No, you don't turn into the dispatcher.
Well, you know what I mean. If
So-
I play that event card, can I just pick myself to move me?
And
No, it's not free moves. You're moving other people using your action.
You're not fully controlling them. You're just shifting them around.
Exactly. So, for example, right, if right now we needed to get the troubleshooter to Seoul in order to do whatever we needed to do, we could play that event card on Cluz's turn and move that person to Seoul and then do what we needed to do. Or we could play it and we could take over the medic and move the medic around. But it does not give you the dispatcher power of being able to move you to another city that has another player in it.
That's no fun.
It would be really useful, for the medic in this case, if we were like, oh crap, we really need to cure things, we could play that and move Gideon around this turn, and he would then, use his healing slime to get rid of everything. But that's not really where we are right now. Goo? Ooze?
That's not a goo. There's no goo or oozes or slimes being extruded here.
I'm sorry, a salve. A salve.
That's better.
A salvo. Salvo.
A healing.
A balm.
A healing tincture that he excretes.
I don't excrete it. No, it's not what happens.
You just lick the sweat, and all of a sudden, I'm cured.
No, stop. You're not playing my character, goddammit.
No, I'm playing mine.
He's mine.
So the next turn, what happens?
Well, we draw 2 cards at the end of your turn, and then
Yes.
we'll only have 1 left. So we'll draw that card, and because there are no cards remaining, we will lose.
But we still technically have the person after me can go.
To dispatcher,
Technically,
but
yes.
they can't do the cure because they don't have the cards.
The most the dispatcher would be able to do on their turn. Well, hang on. Nah,
But
you
they
wouldn't be able
have
to do it.
soul.
They. Oh, no, but shit.
No, they can't turn in the cards.
Yeah.
They can't turn.
Yeah, it has to be on your turn. But
Yeah.
in theory, on the dispatcher's turn, they could move the epidemiologist to Beijing. No, but you can't share there. Shit, because it has to be on your turn to share. Damn
Yeah,
it.
I have to. It's kind of dumb, and I don't
Yeah.
like this limited card thing.
This game's easy.
When?
It's
I don't like the
just
rules.
I thought this was so easy.
Well, it's
Wow.
just a weird mechanic. That's what kills you, not actually the.
Yeah, running out of the cards. Well,
Running
this is
out
what
of
happened
cards.
last time with 5 players, as
Well,
Roz
honestly,
pointed out.
if we hadn't accidentally made mistake on the special event card, we would have the special orders card.
I don't think it
I
would have
think we would
changed
have
the
been able
outcome.
to arrange our turn a little bit better.
I don't think it would have changed the outcome that much.
That's not that you can take no credit or blame for the special event card.
I said we shouldn't use it.
No, I'm talking about the special orders card.
Yeah,
Special
Not
orders
forecast.
isn't a job changer.
I thought it
Forecast
was. That was
no
my
effect.
fault. In the end, though, I don't
Don't-
think it would have
Don't-
changed. Anyway,
No,
um,
you lost because you're here.
Wow.
Oh, that's fine.
It's your fault.
The weird
It's your fault.
computer is just an odd game mechanic that it kind of makes the game no fun because then it's just
because I can't win.
It's like it's a lack of just the.
Well, it's just like the
supplies,
board game. If you run out of cards in the board game, you lose.
which I think I don't like mechanics.
It-
Like that.
it's-
I want the game to beat me. I don't want
The game beat
That
you.
is the game.
Well,
The game
to-
is
The game
beating
is
you.
kicking your ass.
to be fair, this version is only meant to be played with 4 players, as Roz pointed out. Playing it with 5
Hey.
makes it
yeah, but
really,
then,
really
like,
difficult
one of us
because
would have
this-
to sit out. Although I could go get like breakfast.
But this is exactly how we lost this last time with 5 players.
Mm-hmm.
Except
We were
did a
one
lot
turn
better this
away.
time.
No, we did. I don't think we did a lot better this
Turn
time.
away last time, I thought.
We were
Yeah, we were one turn away last time. It's the
we were
same
one turn
thing.
away.
We were one turn away last time.
Is there anything we would like to do before we meet our impending doom? Basically, I think the cards running out is the equivalent of us running out of the budget's just run out.
When
Yeah,
that puts as a reason in disaster. We're out of budget. Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
We ran out of
Find
masks.
more.
We
Put
don't
it
have.
more.
like okay, the world's gonna end and you're gonna run out of budget.
We're out of money. It's like Pacific Rim. It was too much money to build these robots that were protecting us, so we're building a wall instead. Which, like, you can fucking climb over that.
Yeah, so
Which is
dumb.
exactly what happens.
It's mechanics like that or story plots that I just think are absolutely stupid.
We ran out of money. Are you out of your goddamn mind?
But,
Print
like
more.
technically, money does not exist if the world's gonna die.
It's a
so
construct.
just do it.
Figuratively or literally, put guns to people's heads.
So once again, what
Yes.
we're seeing is that capitalism is killing people.
Yeah, this is capitalism's
Wow.
fault.
It's not capitalism.
And Cluse's fault.
I want to just for
Awful.
shits and giggles then fly to.
The moon.
Well, it doesn't matter if I fly to Beijing.
You could circle the world right now.
I could. Let's
That
circle.
would be
the
really
world.
funny.
Now, yeah, now it just turns into Snowpiercer.
We've been around the world now, yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
I want to do the one last good bit. I want to get to like Hong Kong and just cure what I can in the area, and then I'll feel better.
We'll
Can
do
you-
one last thing.
All right, that'll be 2 actions to get 2 out of 3 actions to get to Hong Kong, or you could fly right to Manila.
Yeah, let's just fly right to Manila, and then I can do like the trifecta there. Why is
All
that
right.
3 actions?
So there we go.
There
Well,
we
yeah,
go.
if we're doing this, hang on a second.
Yeah.
If you're here,
We're doing this.
here we're gonna undo this so that way you're back in Washington.
She can't fly directly to Manila
I
because you
have-
You
undid
took,
the
you
Oh.
took the
card
Manila
mechanic.
card.
Damn it. You could fly to Tokyo or Shanghai, or we could do this again. Here, do that. Take from you. Take Manila. Boom. Fly to Manila.
Let me cure friends there.
All right. Treat. And then anything else?
Bump up to.
Spin the event
I
card
want
to
Tokyo
move me.
there. Or wait, no. Hong Kong's had issues. Move me to Hong Kong. I will die with friends.
Go to event card real quick.
Yeah.
Mobile hospital.
Can only be played while you
Oh.
still have actions remaining.
on next turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Dispatcher will
The
play it, and we just.
dispatcher can do it.
Uh-oh.
No!
One Virulent strain does keep placed on the. All right.
Hang
Way
on,
to
let's
punch
see.
us while we're down.
Uncounted populations.
I told you we should have done a
Wow.
census.
What a weird mechanic.
And
Well,
now
I mean,
the
it's the
infection
same
happens.
thing. If you run out of gas, your car doesn't go anymore. You know,
Again,
you ran out of
there's
cards.
thievery.
You gonna steal some
if we're
gas?
talking about apocalyptic world-ending scenarios,
We lost.
rules are-
We lost due to
killing somebody
outbreak.
and I'm getting
Lost
some
because
gas.
outbreaks. Oh man.
This game is so easy.
Global panic
Technically,
ensues.
It would be. I see. I don't like it. I want the.
I lost.
Wait
I
a
hate
minute.
this
Wait a
game.
minute. She loved it. She loved it when we were winning
you were fine
every
with it
time.
before when we were doing we kept
I
winning.
didn't know that, and running out of cards was a fail scenario.
Oh.
I think that's dumb.
Oh.
Done.
That's okay.
We're done.
That is closer to the true experience of pandemic though. With lots and lots of ways to lose and only one route to winning, and we were ever so close. But again, yeah, I think with Virulent Strain and whatever the on the brink, I think with both of those 5 people, as Roz very correctly pointed
Yeah,
out.
no one said Ross was wrong. We just
No.
don't care.
I mean, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results.
Yeah,
As
it's-
Einstein once said.
Yes,
I mean,
he
I
is-
don't know that he actually
I
said
think that
that.
you would have to have a super mobile if you're gonna do 5. And
Or you'd have to be very lucky in that everyone just ends up getting the right cards. I mean, it's possible because you saw how close we were. But the big thing is also that with 5 people, we're going to burn through the city cards much quicker, which is how we lost last time. But also with the outbreaks, with the way that even though we eradicated black and it saved us, then all of a sudden it's like, nope, it's back.
Yeah, we needed the researcher in there. The
Yeah.
troubleshooter was cool, but
To cure
researcher was
quicker.
needed
Yeah, to cure quicker. That's like
to pass cards around faster.
Yeah, exactly. Things like that. But that's...
I'm gonna go get some food.
Yeah, it might be food time. I think it's noms o'clock.
It
Nom
is.
nom 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 nom.
It's very much mom's.
It's noms o'clock. So, well, this was a nice diversion. I still have things planned for next week for our regularly scheduled D&D game.
Hugon will remember what time of day it is.
Well, he also won't have been up for 36 hours straight leading into it. But yes, tonight we are going to destroy books in Dusk City Outlaws. That's our heist. That we'll be picking up with Immortan Joe and a couple of others. That we're going to finally finish a game that we started at Unplugged back in December. So 6 months later, we'll finally finish the game.
What time is that?
Well, we're not streaming it. That's just going to be us.
Oh, okay.
Why
But
not?
Because
but I will say that Immortan Joe did an absolutely banger job putting this into Tabletop Simulator.
it looks great.
It is
It looks
gorgeous. He took a long. That's one of the reasons why we haven't played in 6 months is that he's been building all the assets.
That's cool.
Take a
Yeah.
screenshot and share it in the
Oh.
Yeah, we will.
later.
Yeah, he did a really great job with that. So we'll be doing that,
Alright.
and then we've got.
What else do we have?
Are we doing a breakdown build up on Monday
Yes. I'm fixing my personal phone.
again?
No, I fixed my old phone.
Oh.
Which is, my Nexus 5. And it turns out the problem that it wasn't working was because the speaker had some non-conductive tape on it that fell off when I fixed it last time.
Mm.
So it was shorting out the screen.
Mm.
So I fixed that and that works. And I have nothing else to glue and tape and fix. So I guess I'm just fixing this thing, and then I'm going to hunt down some parts for my many screens to turn into many laptop screens.
All you need is a hammer, and then you'll have plenty of things to fix.
Oh, I do have a thing to fix. So here's a story.
Oh no.
My father, for Christmas, did some years back, did something very nice for my mother. He tracked down this artist that was very famous in Iceland for making these falcons, these ceramic falcons. He'd been dead for 20, 30 years at this point when he did this. He found the dude's kids, and they had leftover falcons from them when he was making these things.
Oh, so he did not raise the dead to have this made.
No. He bought one of the last 3 falcons that had never been sold, that were still in the collection, and they shipped it to him in a cardboard box.
Oh,
Falcon
no.
about 2 feet across, in a cardboard box wrapped in newspaper with no.
Oh no.
Just a plain old cardboard box. Like, here it is off the shelf. We're gonna hand it to you, and then they internationally shipped it. It arrived. He never opened it to see if it was in good condition.
I'd be too scared.
He opened it at Christmas, or she opened it at Christmas, and it was in chunks.
Oh no.
It's sitting in my closet. He angrily threw it away. She took it out of the trash can and hid it here, and she started fixing it. And then they moved out of town. She never came back to finish fixing it. Maybe I will just
There
get
you
a couple
go.
of tubes of
If you want
super glue.
help on how to fix ceramics properly, tell me.
I will accept any form of reading that you would like to share with me.
Oh no, I can just tell you.
Okay. Because
there's good ways and there's not good ways.
maybe I'll start like slowly putting it back together on stream.
There you go.
Bits at a time.
And then are we still Baldur's Gate on late to the game?
Yes, Baldur's Gate and late to the game. I am finally finished that first dungeon. Yeah. It took some finagling, but like I wasn't even paying attention. I accidentally killed the first dungeon boss in like half a second. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
what happened? No, he kept putting everyone to sleep or fixing them in place. But apparently, like, they just killed him, and all his minions started pouring in. I'm like, okay, yeah. I don't know.
And then Roz, will we still be doing story time with Roz, doing Kentucky Route Zero?
That's right. I'm on Act 2, and it's been going pretty well. So
Very cool.
it'll be 8 o'clock on Thursdays,
Excellent.
Eastern time.
Saturday, we'll be back with Saturday Night Fights. I'll have a new opponent. Someone from Neil's Transformers Card Game Club. We'll be streaming that next Saturday. And if the parts ever arrive, I might be streaming when I build the case for the monitor project. But it depends if the things ever freaking arrive. My wife shipped Pop-Tarts to her friend in Scotland. She shipped them on Saturday. They arrived on Thursday. I bought this part on May 11th from Flushing, New York, and it's still not here yet. There's a bit of a disconnect that things can get to Scotland before they can get from New York to Philadelphia. So
I can't believe you got the ability to ship food to Scotland in the middle of a pandemic.
it's Pop-Tarts. It's not really food. It's
Well, you see, he didn't run out of cards.
see, that's the problem.
Didn't run out of cards. The funding was still there.
Yeah, and then we will be back on Sunday morning with dungeons, an actual dungeon, and dragons. So, everybody who tuned in to watch us play a pandemic, thank you very, very much, and everybody have a great week. So, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.